World Champions, U.S. Sports Radio.
Well, back out again at Towson University, Johnny Unitas Stadium, Dominican Field, getting ready for the high school game now. The best of Maryland from the Baltimore area taking on their counterparts in the Washington, D.C. area in the 2009 Maryland Crab Bowl. And good evening, everybody. I'm Nate Lewis. You know, as I was saying off the air a little while ago, my brain ain't big enough for this one game here, so we got two brains in here who obviously know high school football in the area pretty well. To my left is Bill McGregor, the head football coach at DeMatha Catholic High School, won 6 out of the last 7 WCAC championships, 18 championships. The last 18 championships belong to the DeMatha Stags. And, Coach, obviously, again, this is quite an honor for these athletes here. They only get to do it for the most part once, and, of course, in some cases twice in their lives here. So if nothing else, this will be a good experience for them.
Oh, it really is, Nate. This is a showcase game. They have some of the best football players in the state of Maryland playing in this game, and I think it's going to be a wonderful effort here tonight by both teams, and I can't wait to get it underway.
And, of course, just finishing in the youth game just a little while ago was the coach of the white team in Kenny Lucas. And, Coach, first of all, I'm glad you're up here and now getting warmed up after 25-degree temperatures downstairs. But the other thing, you, as many others, have coached in these all-star games here as well. What kind of experience is that for the coaches down there?
I tell you what, it's a short week. It's an opportunity for us to go out and spend some time with some young men that have obviously deserved to showcase their talents out on the field in this All-Star Forum. Again, it's much too short. You're just starting to really get to know the kids a little bit, and you feel like you really want to give them so much more. But it's just an honor and a pleasure to have the opportunity to spend a week long with these All-Stars.
Well, the coin toss taking place at midfield. And the Washington team has won it, but they are deferring now to the Baltimore squad. So Baltimore will receive. Baltimore in the black uniforms with the golden numbers, and the white-clad Washington team with the blue numbers and the golden trim. What do you try to get out of the individuals in a game like this, Coach McGregor?
Well, I think a lot of it is just a showcase type of game. As Kenny can tell you, it's kind of hard to get an offense in such a short period of time. You have kids from all over the state of Maryland. The big thing is just try to do a limited number of things, but do them well. Try to maybe work a little bit with man-on-man coverage with the wide receivers, trying to get them the ball. Yeah. I'm sure for the most part, a lot of times in a game like this, defense will dominate.
And Coach Lucas, the quarterbacks, should even, again, once they get into a rhythm with their receivers here, we should be able to see a lot out of these quarterbacks here tonight because there's no blitzing and they'll be going up against base defenses.
Absolutely, and I think we're going to see a few great quarterbacks this evening, and I hesitate barely just to say great. Right. But there's a couple young men out here in the field playing this evening. I think we're going to see some good things from tonight and in the very near future. But as you just alluded to, there is certainly an opportunity for skill positions to showcase their talent, particularly on the receiving end, because they are going to be facing man coverage most of the night, if not all night. So it's an opportunity for the quarterback to hopefully have some success then.
Right now, our national anthem. And we welcome everyone listening to this broadcast around the world on the web on the U.S. Sports Network, courtesy of our good friends at Glory Days Grill. There are days and there are glory days. And of course, gentlemen, there are a few players here who are headed for the University of Undecided who may decide, some of whom may decide actually here tonight, and we're going to hear a few of those commitments. But on the other hand, there is a chance for some of these players to impress their future college coaches, if any.
Absolutely. As you alluded to, Nate, it's just a world of talent that we're going to see out here in the field tonight coming from the state of Maryland. I know there's, a lot of people have referred to our area now as Little Florida in recent years. So, I think the college is going to be licking their chops waiting to hear who some of these young men are going to decide to spend the next 4 years with.
All right, back to receive for the Washington squad is Brian Lucas out of Damascus.
No relation, by the way.
All right, yeah, I mentioned that.
Unless he scores on the kickoff.
There might be a Lucas in this game coming up soon, though.
You never know.
It was about 5-6 years, huh?
At least.
Teldrick Morgan out of Meade is going to be taking care of the kicking duties. Or check that, it's going to be John Carpenter. John Carpenter out of Alleghany. And we're about ready to get underway here. 12 minutes up on the board, typical high school fashion. The kick is away, end over end kick. Taking the receiver back, that's going to be E.J. Scott out of Good Counsel. Cuts to the outside, breaks the tackle, but gets wrapped up, and down he goes. Yeah, that's like number 29. No, check that, number 26, Alex O'Furry.
I think the one difference you're going to see here tonight is a lot of these guys don't understand. They're playing against the best of the best right now. They're used to pretty much having their way in their own respective programs. And this field has a multitude of talent out here tonight.
Yeah, right away, Nate, the black team's coming out in the single set, double wides.
Far side pass goes, and check that's the Baltimore squads. Number 10, Billy Kosh, of course, set all kinds of records at Arundel with the intended pass. He was a little wild on that one.
And take a guess who he was throwing to. His favorite target all year, R.J. Harris.
And there's Harris still in. Kosh in the shotgun, 4 wides in the set. 11:44 left. Straight drop back near side throws. Has a man there with the catch at the 20-yard line. Turning the corner to the 25 and out to the 30-yard line is Baltimore's number 80, Teldrick Morgan out of Meade.
I'll tell you, Billy looks really comfortable back in the pocket right from the very beginning, and looks like he's gonna have another good night.
11:35 just underway, and again Kosh in the shotgun. As Zach Zwinnick as a running back, and we'll hand off to Zwinnick. Nice hole up the middle, cuts to the 35 to the 40, still on his feet, and it's finally knocked down. It'll be a gain of about 14 and a first down for the Baltimore squad.
Great job by the offensive line of the Baltimore squad that time. They throw 2 passes, come out and run the ball in that particular play for a first down.
Yeah, I'm really impressed right here. They're going no huddle. They're coming right away with it and executing very well.
Far side with the catch, and maybe about 5 yards. It'll be Adrian Coxon out of City.
Tell you what, Billy, as you mentioned, Coach, looks really comfortable. It helps when you have your offensive coordinator standing on the sideline and you're pretty much running your offense that you've run all year. So he's got to be feeling pretty good tonight.
Yeah, the white team, Kenny's in a man-free look, 4-3, man-3.
And it's going to be a handoff going up the right tackle for a couple yards. Zwinnick again.
Zwinnick is showing what he's, the success he had all year, just taking the ball, running downhill.
These guys look like they played together, for all year long in this no huddle, coaches.
Yeah, for the first time out, it looks very comfortable.
Kosh back to pass, looks near side, throws, has a man there with the catch, and maybe enough for the first down. Nice pattern, nice catch, Ryan Dixon out of Linganore.
Yeah, I think he has the first down, Nate.
Yep, that's going to be down to the 40, make that the 43-yard line. Going to that same set, no huddle, 1st and 10 at the Washington team's 44. Again, Kosh back to pass, throws far side, has a man there, is going to be picked off, coming the other way. That's Lewis Young out of Good Counsel. He's done this before, to the 40, 35, 30, cuts back to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's going to be down about the 2-yard line.
Oh, they're giving it to him, I think, Nate.
That's a touchdown. It's got to be a touchdown, Washington squad.
Welcome to the All-Star game.
Wow.
That official wants to get out of here quick tonight.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great interception by Lewis and a great return, huh?
Yeah.
It looks like Billy got hit just as he was releasing the ball there. He definitely didn't get everything behind that ball. He had his man, looked like he had a step or so in the DB. However, he just didn't get everything behind it. Great return by Lewis Young.
That was a 69-yard interception return for Lewis Young.
I'll tell you, having played against Lewis for the last 3 years, he's an outstanding athlete, outstanding football player. Really made some great plays all year for good counsel.
John Carpenter with the extra point. Kick is away, end over end kick. And it's no good. Went off to the left. 7-0's our score. Not much of any win to speak of here.
Only 6 there, Nate.
Is that it? Okay.
Giving them one. This is snowball today.
Is that what it is? All right.
Only 6. Same game. Chicago style.
9:43 left, so it's going to be 6-0 our score, and the 69-yard interception return to Lewis Young. Washington team takes the lead here in this 2009 Maryland Crab Bowl.
Kenny, what do you think? What do you think the impact the weather is going to have tonight?
You know what? These young men, whether it be fortunate or unfortunate, they've played in some of this, whether they're playing, with their traditional teams or just out and about. This weather doesn't have a tendency to affect them that much. The fact that it is an all-star game, as you alluded to earlier, offenses generally take a little longer to kind of gel and mesh a little bit anyway. But I think these kids are used to it. It's not that cold outside once they start running around. As you well know, once we get out there, we don't feel much of it. And once the ball game is over, you realize that it was actually a little bit cold. So I don't think that the temperature itself will have very much impact tonight.
Josh Bordner is warming up right now for the Baltimore squad. Watch this John Carpenter once again kicking off. And 9:43 left to go here in the first. 6-0's our score. Carpenter approaches, kick is away. End over end, short. On their near side, once again it'll be Coxon. Right up the middle, and it gets hit hard once, twice, down it goes, down to 27-yard line. Washington's Titus Till out of Wise with the hit.
It was pretty good coverage, Nate, on the kickoff there. Special teams are something that sometimes get overlooked in an all-star game, and it looks like the Washington team spent some time on it this week.
Well, there's some players who can actually make their way onto a college roster early by being good special teams players.
Yeah, it always helps. There's always something a little bit special for them.
Absolutely.
So it's 1st and 10. Kosh remains the quarterback. And for the Baltimore squad, 4 wides in the set. A handoff once again, first back through. Will be Zwinek, and he'll get about maybe 3 or 4 yards down to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, the defensive line of the Washington team is pretty big and pretty strong.
And Coxon, no huddle, near side throws. Coxon there at the 35, gets hit. And forward progress might take him to the 36-yard line. Should be enough for a first down.
Got one of you guys in on that tackle there, Coach Jeff Knox from DeMatha High School on that tackle, teaming up with Brian Burns from Riverdale Baptist. Good stop on the edge there.
It was, yeah. Jeff's on his way to the University of Pittsburgh to play for Dave Wanstead.
He's going back home there, isn't he? He's got some family, I think.
Yeah, he has some family back in Pittsburgh, yes.
He was a star in Pittsburgh before heading to DeMatha.
Right.
First down and 10. Ball sits to the 37. Gosh, directing traffic in that backfield, taking a while to get the snap. Gets the snap, hands off once again, trying to go right tackle. And Zwinek again. Well, one thing I like about Zwinek, coaches, is that he holds on to the football. He gets both hands around that ball.
Oh, it's that big old fullback mentality. He's a tough kid. Going to Penn State. Looks like the white team is making a couple of substitutions there on the defensive line.
Gosh, straight drop back, throws far side, has a man there, is going to be with the catch. Nice looking pass. He's out of bounds, short of the first down.
And there's that team we saw all year long. Costa to R.J. Harris. Those guys, I think, before the night's out, we're going to see them hook up a few more times. They just have something special that I know Coach Markowitz and offensive coordinator Dave Doyle is going to be missing come next year, seeing that connection between that quarterback and receiver.
Now it's a 3rd down and 1. Kosh, ball far side hash mark, ball sitting at the 47-yard line. He calls a playoff. At the line of scrimmage, 4 wide to the set, 2 near, 1 far, 2 far. Straight drop back once again, throws near side, and again, there it is. There's the connection and getting enough of the 1st down, this time with a couple of yards.
They just ran a hitch right there, and you can see the timing between Kosh and his wide receiver. Just perfect timing and perfect delivery to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, there's a reason why those guys hold so many state records. It's a great pass, great timing route there.
1st down and 10, Kosh. Back to pass, throws far side, has a man there in coverage and getting a hand on it. Number 82, Ryan Dixon.
There's Brian Burns on the coverage as well from Riverdale Baptist. Pretty good coverage.
Yeah, we opened the season this year, Kenny, against Riverdale Baptist, and Brian was an outstanding football player that day. He was all over the field, and boy, I think he's going to have a great future at Temple.
It was a 2nd down and 10. Kosh once again, same set, throws near side, has a man there on the screen. It's going to be Harris, and he has a little room, but taken down quickly. Number 15, Troy Gloucester, had a good counsel.
That name ought to sound familiar to you a little bit too, Coach, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Troy's an outstanding football player, I can tell you that.
Just when you thought you were gotten away from those guys,
yeah.
huh?
Oh, but yeah, luckily now we're playing with each other. Makes a big difference here. We're all in white here.
6:53 left to go, 6-0 to score. Washington team leads. 3rd down and 5, straight drop back. Kosh throws near side once again. There's got a flag going to go down on this one. It's Ryan Dixon, the intended receiver, but grabbing hold of the shirt, number 11, Brian Burns. Well, that's one way to keep a receiver from blowing by you.
Yeah, that usually helps a little bit. A little tug on the jersey. Hey, when you're playing back there, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Fortunately, on a high school level and even college level, it's only a 15-yard penalty of pass interference. You know, as we always tell our guys, I'd rather take a 15-yard penalty as opposed to 6 points. So, when in doubt, grab and hold. You can ask for forgiveness later.
Not like basketball where you can foul out of a game.
That's right.
So it's going to be a 1st down and 10, Baltimore to the 34-yard line of Washington. Kosh once again throws near side, has a man. There's Winnick with the catch, and he'll get rung down after gain of about 5 to the 28.
I think it was Marcus Anderson that time on the stop from Westlake.
Yeah, Coach Dom Zaccarelli has a great program down at Westlake year after year. They're always a state playoff team. 2 years ago, won the state championship.
Kosh once again throws near side, has a man there. Harrison looks like it's broken up. Lewis Young again.
You know, years ago, Coach, I used to always envision the WCAC pairing up an all-star program against some of the public schools. I thought it'd be some great matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ken. I think it would be a great matchup, but yeah, you have some great matchups right here with the with this crab bowl. I love the competitive edge on both teams.
Absolutely.
3rd down and 5. Kosh back to pass, looks near side, throws, has a man there, up high for the catch, but upended. It's going to be Dixon, and it's been a very busy first quarter for Mr. Anderson. Burns, I'm sorry, take that, Burns.
Oh, here we go, Nate. It's a big call right here, 4th down and 5.
Kosh remaining in that shotgun. And back to pass once again. They throw a screen near side Swinnick, and he gets wrapped up and drop ball down on the ground. Whistle blows. That's going to go down as an incomplete pass.
Yeah, the defense wasn't fooled that time at all, Nate, Coach.
Yeah, it was a great play by Marcus Anderson from Westlake. He had it all the way. Well, here we go. It's 5:51 left in the first quarter. This is the first time we're going to see the Washington team on offense. It's going to be interesting to see what they want to do.
I'll tell you, it looks like Al Thomas and the Washington team, they got themselves really fired up for this game. And these guys, like, after the fourth down there, it's not like a typical all-star game. It looks like they're taking some pride in tonight's game.
Yeah, you have to. You've been together for a week. It doesn't seem like a lot of time, but it's a lot of stake, believe it or not. Some bragging rights, and half of these guys, they grow up, they hang out together at the mall and so forth, so they want to do well.
First series of the game is going to be a handoff coming in their side for Marcus Coker. He gets run down after maybe getting a gain of about 1. Well, he's had some pretty good years for you there, Coach.
Who does he play for? Marcus Coker, that name doesn't ring a bell at all.
Yeah, he's been around for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the tough thing is going to be replacing him. I don't know what I'm going to do next year. He was about 70% of our offense this past season.
I've seen a lot of running backs at DeMatha. That's one guy who dealt out much more punishment than he took.
Looks like he's a little healthier tonight, too, Coach, than he's been most of the season.
Second handoff, looking to go to the outside, gets run down, maybe a gain of about 3. Going to be Coker again trying the right side.
Coker right, Coker left.
Yeah, that's familiar, huh?
You sure you're not calling those plays down there, Coach?
Well, I'll tell you what, now the offense coordinator, I believe, for the white team is Jerry Franks. Now, Jerry used to be at DeMatha.
That's right. So there's some connection somewhere along the road.
Yeah, might be something going on here.
Jerry still has it in him, doesn't he?
Yeah, I
tell you
think
what,
he
Jerry
does.
had a heck of a year this year. That thing down in Huntingtown.
Unbelievable. Jerry's just a great high school football coach. And
absolutely.
No matter what program he's with, he takes them and turns them around and gets them right where they have to be.
Devin Good to the near side. E.J. Scott to the far. Quarterback of the game, Taylor Henry out of Cambridge in the shotgun. Rolling out here near side. Looks, throws, has a man there, and not able to come up with the pill. It was 85 Devin Good. Not a bad-looking pass from Henry either.
No, I tell you what, that was just great coverage that time by the defensive back. I'm trying to find his name. I think that was Kyle Fuller that time from Mount St. Joe's. I tell you what, he was all over that receiver that time. He didn't give him very much room to breathe at all. Great play.
Yeah, Kyle is coached by Chip Armstrong. Chip used to be the head football coach at Bishop McNamara for a number of years in the WCAC. Does a great job right now, Mount St. Joe.
Absolutely.
Adrian Coxon out of City and River Hills. Kevin Johnson back to receive the kick. Kick is away. It's going to be taken by Johnson, and he falls to the turf at the 25-yard line. There's a flag down. It's like the referee and the line judge talking about it right now.
Maybe about a holding, maybe on a return team.
Yeah, it must be a hold or something, I think, Kenny. Huh?
They're going to wave it off.
Maybe not.
There you go. It's the advantage of having an all-star game. Huh? I know for regular season we might have those things going left and right here.
Tell you what, those officials not letting up, though. They're still playing this thing like it's a game. I know in that previous game, they were still on the sideline. We were asking the staff to get back off the sidelines. Like, come on, guys.
There you go.
It's an all-star game.
They're on automatic. You know that.
Yeah.
They're on automatic since October.
Gosh. Relax a little bit, guys.
Well, it'll be the second series of the game now. We're going to see Baltimore's Billy Kosh in the shotgun, hands off. There's Winak once again, breaking a couple tackles and almost breaks out to the open field, but he's down, taking him down, number 49, Christopher Pittensberger out of good counsel.
Yeah, he almost had that one. He was just a step away from breaking it. I believe Fitzenberger has committed up to play up here at Towson University.
Yeah. So they give him about 4 yards. Second down and 6. Straight drop back again. Kosh throws near side. Has a man. There's going to be picked off. Easy pickings. And taken down at the 31-yard line is Washington's Alex O'Furry out of Gaithersburg.
Coach Gephardt down there on the sidelines got to be proud of his young man there. That's a pretty good pickoff there.
Yeah, it was great coverage and, excellent job on that, on interception.
As we can see here thus far, which we alluded to several times earlier, it's mostly a defensive game. I mean, offense it takes a little while. You're playing with new guys and you're trying to get your timing down. And that's why I think before it's all said and done, Billy is gonna go back to his main man just because they know each other pretty well. But these offenses are gonna have to settle down, relax, and just let this talent take over at some point.
3 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here in the first. New quarterback in the game is going to be Andrew Veith, who cuts it to the outside, now up against the grain, turns the corner, 25, gets knocked down at the 22-yard line.
I think that was Fuller making that play again, guys. Kyle Fuller, I think, coming up out of the secondary from Mount St. Joe's.
Yeah, he's all over the place, Kenny, huh?
Pretty good player.
Ends up being a pretty good play for the Washington squad. 8 yards on a run. And quickly, Taylor Henry comes back in the game. Beats might have got shaken up there a little bit. Now check that out. He goes to a wide receiver to the far side of his beat.
Might have been a little wildcat action there.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, we might have something going on here.
Here's Henry in the shotgun. Steps, looks, throws near side, and basically throwing that one away.
That's a good, smart play that time by Taylor Henry that time as a QB. That's maturity there, showing from that young quarterback. It's a great job.
Willie Williams out of Harford giving him the pressure.
It looks like they tried to set up the screen. The screen wasn't there, and hit the enough sense to throw the ball away.
So now it's a 3rd down and 2 for the Washington squad. Henry once again in the shotgun, has running backs either side of him. Going to hand off Marcus Coker, cuts it to the outside, gets a stiff arm. Another one's flag goes down, turns the corner down to the 10, to the 5, leans in, goes in, touchdown, but there's a flag back here at the 26-yard line, and immediately the referee calls holding.
Yeah, it was a great run by Marcus.
Yep.
Tough part, it looks like it's going to come back here.
It looked like the old Marcus Coker there, didn't it, Coach?
Yeah, they had that explosion.
Yeah, it did, Kenny. Yeah, he was hurt for the last 5 games of the year and just had no burst, no explosion. In the championship game, his quad was about 2 inches bigger than his other leg.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, we could tell he wasn't full strength. Nate and I were talking about him a little bit. I just didn't see that next step. I couldn't see him shift gears in that championship game, and I know that was something that he was able to do the early part of your season, and we just didn't see it in that championship game. Felt that really hampered you guys a little bit offensively.
Yeah, it did a little bit. Yeah, he just couldn't get that burst. But, yeah, I'm glad to see Marcus healthy again, and looks like he's back at full steam.
I think the Hawkeye fans will be pretty happy with what they end up with there.
Absolutely.
Henry in the shotgun, 3rd down and 12, back to pass, steps up, in trouble, throws quickly and knocked off of the hands. E.J. Scott. A little too close, a little bit too much mustard on that one. Couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that wasn't intended for Devin Good coming across the field. And EJ just got his hands on it. I think if Devin had gotten on, he might still be running with the ball right now.
I'll tell you, though, it was good defensive pressure. Defensive line came across and put good pressure to hurry up the throw a little bit.
Well, Patrick Garland punt formation. Looks like he's going to try to pooch this one to the corner.
It's an interesting punt formation, Kenny.
A few splits right there. Okay, this one's up high in the air, and it will
advantage.
drop at the 5-yard line. It takes a dead bounce and ends up being a good play down at the 6-yard line. Washington's Brian Burns comes up with it. And so the Baltimore squad deep in their own territory. Starts at the 6, make it the 7-yard line.
Yeah, that's what you call taking advantage of all-star rules.
Yeah.
You have no rush from the defense, no real rules in terms of your alignment, so you put them out there. You don't have to worry about blocking for the punter.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that Al Thomas has coached in a few all-star games in his life, huh?
How about that?
Kosh. Once again over center, back in the 6-yard line, shotgun, straight drop back, throws near side, has a man, and down it goes. That looks like it's Harris again. And I'll check that. It's number 21, Matt Robinson.
Tell you what, that was a nice release from Billy Kosh. We saw why he had so much success this year throwing the ball. He's so smooth at his release.
Quick handoff going off of right tackle. Yeah, that's
That was number 53 right there, Nate.
Jake McGinnis.
Yep.
Joppatown. McGinnis still in there. Kosh. To Harris at the 19, making the 18-yard line. Running a quick post and getting up for the first down.
Well, I love the quick release of Billy Kosh, huh? The ball's in and ball's out of his hands immediately, right on target.
Absolutely.
1:29 left to go in the first. It's going to be a 1st and 10 now, Baltimore squad at the 19 of Baltimore. Kosh, straight drop back again. Throws near side, has a man there and off in the hands. Went off in the hands once again to Matt Robinson.
Billy Koch is just one of those special kids, and I'm sure Coach Markowitz can attest that you don't get quarterbacks like that on this level coming around every year. If we did, it'd be a different game. But he's going to miss him, I'm sure, for the next years. But I'm sure the other teams in Anne Arundel County won't be too upset that he's leaving.
Yeah, I'm sure on that, Kenny, huh? And I'm sure his dad is going to be pretty happy having him go with him to Kansas State, huh?
There's a pitch going on a reverse, and nothing doing there. Adrian Coxon going to be dropped for a loss back around the 13-yard line.
That was number 72, I believe, A.J. Bowman out of Good Counsel. A.J. played a number of positions this past year for Good Counsel. He played defensive line and played linebacker. Was outstanding, first team All-WCAC.
And Koch once again in the shotgun on a 3rd down and 15, throws near side, and knocked away. It's going for Harris once again. Washington's Alex Ofori with the defense.
Wasn't a horrible throw by Billy Koch that time. Probably could have gotten a little bit more on it, but at the same time, it's probably one of those scenarios, much like I alluded to earlier. He's not used to that speed. He's playing a team. You may find one guy on per team that can break like you're finding every DB can break in this game right here tonight. Just a field full of talent out here tonight. So Billy's got to get ready for that next level, get that ball out, and get it there in a hurry.
Alex Eckhart out of Linganore with the punt. There's going to be a wobbler, very short. It will take a Baltimore bounce and will roll dead right about midfield. It ends up being good field position. How about that? The team with so many DeMatha players on with good field position, much like in the regular season, huh, Coach?
Well, you always like that, right, Kenny? There's nothing like a drive beginning at the 50-yard line going in. I'll take those all night.
Take it all day long.
Now for Washington is Rudy Johnson out of McDonough in the shotgun, 4 wides in the set. Handoff Marcus Coker, cuts back, gets wrapped up, dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Baltimore's Christopher Nash out of Harford with a tackle.
It's a great job by the defensive tackle that time. You're seeing a big fella moving pretty fast there.
Yeah, he played for Steve Turnbaugh at Harford. Steve's really known for how strong his kids are. He really puts them in the weight room, does a great job up there.
Again, about a half yard on the run there, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Time expires in the first quarter of play. 6-0 got scored. The Washington squad lead. You are listening and watching the 2009 Maryland Crab Bowl. Back out again, Johnny Unitas Stadium, Minnigan Field, Towson University in Towson, Maryland, the home of the 2009 Maryland Crab Bowl. Washington squad with the ball, 1st and 10, make that 2nd down and 10 at midfield. So 4 wides in the set for Rudy Johnson once again in the shotgun. Getting the snap, straight drop back. Time now runs out of time. Finally throws it away, going for E.J. Scott, although it was close to E.J. Scott, but he was just in trouble.
I'll tell you, Nate, that was, again, great pressure by the defensive line of the Baltimore team, number 14.
Josh Elise from Dunbar.
Yep. Product of Lawrence Smith up at Dunbar. We scrimmaged Dunbar earlier this year, and we couldn't block him at times. He came off the edge, and we had Ari out there, and he actually speed rushed Ari a number of times. He's a real quick, strong defensive end.
And that Elise name sounds familiar. Is he in relation to the former Elise from the Baltimore schools?
Yeah, that's his brother, I believe.
Johnson with the quick flip to the outside. to Brian Lucas out of Damascus, and he gets dropped for a loss.
I think it was it Melvin at least? He played there. He played in Baltimore a few years ago at Randallstown.
Yeah, it was Melvin. Yes, Here we go, 4th down. Yeah, great job by the Baltimore team defensively.
Patrick Garland in punt formation. Once again, back Coxon and Johnson.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Kenny. I might put this punt formation
Yeah,
out.
Coach. I'm sitting here thinking myself a little bit.
I got to talk to Coach Thomas about that one.
Fair catch called by Kevin Johnson.
Spread them out. Coach, you had pretty good splits on your punt team as well now.
Yeah, but
not
not
quite
like
that
big. I haven't seen him quite that big, Kenny. And I like how that defensive line comes across.
No rushing in this game.
If we see a muddle huddle out here, that's going to be it right now.
Is Coach Malloy around?
Yeah. That's a little bit different than playing against you at Gonzaga. The whole kitchen sink was coming at you.
That's
every
right.
time you try to punt.
That's right. We can't let those guys stand back there too long. They punt too well.
Josh Bordner in as the quarterback, and he's going to run on a design run. Gets about a yard on the play. Taken down by Ryan Vert of the Springbrook.
Bordner had a great career this year, particularly his senior year over there at his school and on his way to Boston College. I'm sure they're looking forward to having that young man next year.
Absolutely. He was an outstanding quarterback.
Here's Bordner once again now. Straight drop back, steps, looks, throws near side. Has a man going to be picked off, coming the other way down to the 10-yard line and going in for a touchdown. Number 28.
That's Lorenzo Waters.
Lorenzo Waters, yes, indeed.
I wonder who he played for.
Wow, yes, indeed.
DeMatha High School strikes again.
That's a great play. Yeah, great play by Lorenzo.
Absolutely.
2 defensive touchdowns for the Washington squad.
Hey, you got to love that if you're the defensive coordinator over there on the sideline. Who's calling those plays? Not that they have much choice. 4-3, 4-3, and 4-3.
Absolutely, man. Coverage and turn your guys loose a little bit.
These quarterbacks for the Baltimore team, they just need to settle down a little bit. They have a lot of good talent around them. Again, it's about timing right now. And the fact that these guys practiced 4 or 5 days last week, they've been off for 2 days and have to come out tonight and play cold, it's probably a little bit challenging for these offenses here tonight.
Yeah, you're right, Kenny. It's just tough with the weather conditions and lack of practice.
12-0 our score with a timeout called by the Washington squad before the extra point, and you're listening to the Maryland Crab Bowl. We're going downstairs, folks. As number 27, Michael Coley, just announced that he's headed to Cal Berkeley. As we'll be hearing others as well. I have to admit, Coach, you gave me the scoop on that earlier.
Well, it was unofficial. Everybody knew around school, but Mike wanted to do it today here at the Crab Bowl. So, congratulations to Mike going to Cal Berkeley. It's, I think, a wonderful choice and a great place to continue your education and play quality football.
It's great. Congratulations, Coach.
Yeah, thank you. I'm happy for Mike and his family. I think it's wonderful.
I also told you he's probably going to see some speed in practice.
Yeah, I think there's a couple kids at Cal Berkeley who can run a little bit.
And you have that warm weather to play in every day.
Well, the Washington team going for 2 here on the extra point. And Johnson in the shotgun, sends a man in motion far side, is going to roll out, looks, throws to the end zone, has a man there. We're at the catch and 2 points. That's Khalik Shepard out of Gwynn Park.
That's a pretty good call by that Washington team over there, they're making that 2-point conversion.
I'll tell you, Khalik comes from pretty good bloodlines. His dad is Leslie Shepard, and
right.
Leslie played at Forestville. I actually coached Leslie in the Maryland Big 33 game way back in 1987.
All right,
a few years ago.
Yeah. Then Leslie had a great career with the Washington Redskins.
Indeed, and ended his career with the 49ers, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, exactly. Yeah, just a great football player, great person.
Kalik's one of those kids that a lot of teams look at, and if you underestimate him because of his size, you're going to get beat by him. He's had a great senior year. Just one of those kids you want to put the ball in his hands and watch him work. He's a little undersized, some people felt, but they know he has a big heart, and I think that's what's gotten him through his high school career thus far.
Oh, absolutely, Kenny. And I think, with the great bloodlines, and I expect nothing but great things in the future from Kalik, just like his daddy.
Absolutely.
And so John Carpenter on to kick. Once again, it'll be Kevin Johnson. Coxon back to receive. Kick is away. It's going to be a sidewinder. Now check that. Taking it at the 20-yard line, Nathan Ayers. He gets hit hard and dropped down to the 33, making the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I think Troy Gloucester, again, was on that tackle in the kickoff. He did a great job for good counsel, Troy did, and on kickoff coverage also. He's on his way to West Virginia University.
He's had some good coaches, some good leaders showing him the way with his brothers.
Yeah, his brother was an outstanding player also up at the University of Maryland right now.
Yeah, 15 looks familiar. I've seen that number a time or two as well.
Bordner. Pass is going to be incomplete. And trying to get it over to Ronnie Harris.
That was Lewis Young that time from good counsel on the stop again. He's had a great career over there, huh, Coach?
Oh, Lewis, just a fantastic football player. Just had a great championship game against us. He was all over the field, had 2 interceptions. Just a dominant high school player.
Bordner is going to be a second down and 11. Straight drop back, looks, throws deep, and that's way over everybody's head. I think he was expecting Ronnie Harris to go deep. He stopped right at the yard marker.
Yeah, a little miscommunication looked like occurred that time in the offense.
Yeah, it just looks like the Baltimore squad is just not in sync right now. You can tell, maybe the day off or two, out of practice, maybe threw their timing off a little bit.
So I was going to make it a third down and 12. Bordner straight drop back again, looking deep, throwing deep, into coverage, and a lot of contact, and almost picked off as well. Looked like he was going deep there for Matt Robinson.
Yeah, they ran the wheel route right there, and just, again, pretty good coverage by the Washington team.
And Brian Burns out of Riverdale Baptist with a defense. He's been all over the field today, too, already.
Yeah, he has.
I think the officials are letting these guys play a little bit tonight, guys.
Yeah, a little pushing and shoving going on
Just
there?
a little bit.
A little bit, all right.
Oh, as a former defensive back, Kenny, I think you could live with that a little bit, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. No harm, no foul.
In punt formation, nice high kick. Eckert
Great punt.
going to take the receiver back, turn the corner. It's Shepard, and he gets tripped up and dropped.
I tell you what, if he'd gotten through that one tackle there, he may still be running, guys. He had a wall of white jerseys waiting for him over near the hash mark.
Yeah, almost had that. He was like a step away from making that go.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Washington squad, leading 14-0 with 9:28 left to go here in the half. 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Goes once again, Rudy Johnson in the shotgun, 4 wides in the set. Single back, straight drop back, throws over the middle, has a man there, Shepard, and almost picked off. Looked like Delonte Tate got his hands on it.
He did a great job jumping the receiver that time and almost came up with a big pick.
Yeah, the Baltimore team that time was in straight man coverage. No safety in the middle of the field, and had he caught that, he'd hit some room. But did a great job coverage-wise.
Absolutely.
So down to 9:22 left, 14-0 remains the score. E.J. Scott splits out here to the near side. And Johnson in the shotgun. Going to hand off. The running back gets tripped up, still on his feet. Down he goes. Gets maybe a gain of about 2. Going to be Travis Thomas out of Bowie.
Again, a great job by the defensive line of the Baltimore team. They're really hustling to the football, making plays from sideline to sideline.
Jake McGinnis got his hand or two in there on that tackle as well. Great job as a linebacker, just flowing down the line of scrimmage and jumping in and helping to make a play.
And we saw the same thing in the youth game. Looks like after a series or two, both defensive coaches, staffs, figure each other out, and it kind of slows the offense down.
Nah. You don't figure a thing out here. You just let the kids play, and they're going to make plays.
Johnson with the throw. Shepard with the catch. It's going to be about 12 yards on a first down.
Yeah, great throw, great timing on the pass.
Correction.
That was Devin Good. Yeah, Devin Good out of Riverdale.
Yeah, from Riverdale Baptist. Great catch. Great throw.
So Veach spits out it to the near side. Johnson, Washington on the move. First down and 10 to 31. And the handoff going off a left tackle. It'll be Brian Lucas. And gets about 5 yards on the play down to the 35.
Yeah, but Brian's a big back, listed at 6 feet, 215 pounds. He ran that pretty hard.
Speaking of another big bat, Austin Bailey out of the Matha comes into the game now. 6'4", 247. He gained some weight throughout the year?
No, I know he's not 6'4".
6'4".
Yeah, that's 6'4". Okay. Yeah. Made that 6
Maybe
foot.
270.
Yeah, okay.
That's 6'4".
Breaking tackles is going to be Lucas, and down the sideline, he breaks another tackle down to the 30-yard line. One man to beat, puts on the Jets, down to the 5, touchdown Washington.
Wow, what a great run that was by Brian Lucas, huh? He breaks a couple of tackles, maintained his balance, and go right down the sideline. Great run.
He actually used the hit of one of the Baltimore defenders to keep his balance.
That's a sign of a good back. The yards you make after first contact, they call it yak. And boy, that was just a great tough run.
It was. Credit to that young man for just wanting it a little bit more than the other guys did. Held onto the ball, broke a few tackles, and landed in the end zone.
Yeah, that's the big thing with man coverage, Kenny. You don't have those safeties be able to come up and help out on the run, so you have to come up and make that tackle. If you miss it, it can turn into a pretty big play pretty quick.
Absolutely.
And it's John Carpenter with the extra point. Snap is down, kick is away, and it's good. 21-0 to score now. 7:19 left.
I know Washington's trying to keep the streak alive, the one-year streak. I haven't been on that staff last year. I tell you what, we really had some talent on the field a year ago as well, but we were fortunate enough to win that game last year. It looks like these guys are trying to bring it back to the Washington team once again.
Again, this from the outside, Coach. It looks just like this Washington squad. It's got a little more pop in their step, and not that the Baltimore team doesn't want it. It's just the Washington team looks like they want it more right now.
I agree a little bit. I mean, it helps, too, when defense are making plays. Everybody seems to be up and have a little bit more energy. They came out two really big interceptions thus far, and that just gives your whole team a little bit more of a boost. Meanwhile, both quarterbacks for the black team have thrown interceptions, so they could be down a little bit. They just got to relax, keep playing football, and at some point, some of that talent down within that Baltimore squad is going to surface.
And that's the big thing, Kenny. It's an all-star game. There's a lot of time left. There's 7:19 here in the second quarter. Almost anything can happen here.
I agree.
I'll tell you, though, it definitely is a showcase game. You can see some of these guys in this game. They're outstanding players, huh?
Carpenter teeing it up. And once again, it'll be Nathan Ayers back with Adrian Coxon.
This game is definitely set up for the returns as they kick off from the 30-yard line instead of the 40 as we do in high school.
And so it'll be Ayers taking it at the 16-yard line. Gets a couple of blocks, cuts to the outside. Now right in the middle of a bunch of white shirts, just skirts forward and falls down at the 35.
I think the officials last game forgot that we were the 8th grade team. They had the other team kicking off from the 30-yard line at the beginning of the game. I said, no. High school rules.
It's pretty tough in a youth club game, Kenny, huh?
8th graders.
I gave him a little bit of experience there, didn't it?
Yeah. It was okay when we were returning, but it wasn't okay when we were kicking off.
The Baltimore squad gets Billy Kosh back in, and there's a penalty on top of this. It's going to go against the Washington squad.
It gives the Baltimore team a great field position starting on their own 40-yard line here.
So Washington lined up off sides, making the first down and 5 at the 40-yard line of Baltimore. Kosh, a handoff. Before that, a flag goes down.
This Baltimore offense is really struggling right now. Again, they just need to settle down, just go play their football. Just relax and go have fun out there. It looks like, they may be just a little bit too keyed up right now. Coach, as you alluded to, it's an all-star game. Just relax, play, and have fun.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're just a little bit out of sync here with the Baltimore team, but I'm sure it's going to come back. It's early. A lot of time, a lot of football left in this game.
And Kosh shotgun once again. Near side throw is going to be complete. The Ryan Dixon looks to the outside, breaks a couple tackles. We'll get about 10 yards of it back and down to 45-yard line.
Yeah, well-executed flanker screen coming back inside. Some great blocks thrown by the lineman, and next thing you know, you have 10 yards.
I think that was another stag on the tackle again that time, Coach. Michael Coley looked like he came up, made a great open field tackle.
And back to pass on the second down and 5. Near side throw is going to be complete. And down and out of bounds, not for the first down. And once again, that's Ryan Dixon.
Tell you what, if Billy Kosh gets hot, this Washington defense better watch out because that young man can really throw the ball. And his receivers need to understand they probably didn't have that coming to them every down this year themselves. But they need to snap their head around, get the hands up, and get ready to catch the football.
And a quick flip going to the outside. This is going to be complete as well. Down to Tedrick Morgan, who gets knocked with the first down as he skirts forward down to the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you, it really looks like Billy's finding his rhythm right now and just feels comfortable in the pocket. Great throws, great deliveries right now.
Absolutely. This is Arundel football right here we're seeing right now, and at his best.
Yep. I'll tell you, can tell this is an all-star game. There's Ari Kwanjo in a defensive line. Now, he hadn't played defense since his sophomore year at the Mathis. I don't know what's going on in this. I guess I maybe blew it here.
Get some extra film. First down and 10 at the Washington 32 for the Baltimore squad. Kosh, man comes in motion near side. Back to pass again.
Wide open.
Going to throw far side, and it's complete in there for the touchdown. It'll be Matt Robinson. And you called it, Coach, that wheel route. Run to perfection.
Yeah, it didn't take very long. You can see how fast they can strike. Billy got in the rhythm and just did a great job throwing the football in that series.
And that's a tough route to cover when you're playing man coverage. It's a great call by the black offensive coordinators there, whoever's calling that play down there. Great job. I think that's Coach David Doy down there from Arundel High School. Great throw, great catch.
Oh, puts the Baltimore team right back in the ball game right now at 21-6. Make the extra point, 21-7. Here we go. We got a football game on our hands again.
Anthony Johns with the kick. It'll be Nick Martin with the hold. Snap is down. Kick is away, and it's long enough and it's good. 21-7 is our score. On the 31-yard pass, Billy Kosh to Matt Robinson. Kosh, of course, we mentioned, headed to Kansas State, set 13 individual Maryland State passing records in 08-09. Was the 2009 All-Met first-team quarterback out of Baltimore Sun, and a whole bunch of stuff.
And I believe he was the Offensive Player of the Year in the Washington, D.C. area by the Washington Post, Nate. Just an outstanding football player. Comes from a great football family. His father, Chris, was an All-Met football player at Bishop McNamara many years ago. Mm-hmm. Chris was also an outstanding baseball player, and so very, very athletic family.
Yeah, I think Billy's also up for a couple awards in Anne Arundel County as well. We just had an Anne Arundel County coaches meeting just about a week or so ago, and I think his name definitely surfaced as one of the top players in the county as well. So he's going to receive a few more accolades and postseason awards before this is all said and done. And as I've heard recently, he's off to college in just about a week or so.
Yep.
So he'll be up with the big boys really soon, reuniting with his dad, as we alluded to, Chris Kosh, who did a great job at every stop he's made along the college circuit. And I'm sure he'll be happy to have his son out there at Kansas State with him pretty soon.
Yeah, it looks like a program that's on the rise, too, Kenny. With Bill Snyder coming back and the legendary coach and did so many great things at Kansas State. So I know Billy will fit into his plans very well and just have a great college career.
Nate Lewis, along with Annapolis area Christian coach Kenny Lucas, DeMatha head football coach Bill McGregor here in the 2009 Maryland Crab Bowl. becoming a ball game, folks. 21-7 is our score. 5:41 left to go here in the half. And it'll be Alex Eckhart with the kickoff from the 30-yard line. End-over-end kick. E.J. Scott takes it at the 15. Moves to the 20. Cuts it to the outside. Now check that. It's going to be Izakoye out of Kennedy. And he takes it up to the 19-yard line.
It was Josh Alize on the tackle again. That young man's all over the field out here tonight.
I'll tell you, he's about 225 pounds, Kenny. And, boy, is he fast and he's quick and just a great high school football player. When we scrimmaged Dunbar, he started the ball game as a linebacker. Then they moved him to the defensive end, and he can play either position. He can run well, and just a great high school player.
I'll tell you what, good genes must run well in that family. Brother Melvin, as I alluded to earlier, had a great high school career as well in the Baltimore area.
He definitely did.
There's going to be a handoff to number 3, Orlando Scott out of North Point.
I'll tell you, momentum's starting to switch a little bit. The Baltimore team, is coming back. A great job here on first down. Now it's second down and long, coming off the score. That touchdown gives you a little bit of enthusiasm.
Absolutely. I was just thinking that to myself, Coach.
Yeah, if they hold the Washington team right here and get the ball back in Billy's hands, you never know what's going to happen.
Quick, rapid fire.
Jerry Lovelock is the quarterback out of Edmondson for the Washington squad. One wide receiver to the near side in the shotgun. Lovelock lost the handle on the ball, down on the ground, and it looks like the Baltimore squad has recovered with 4:43 left.
There you go. We just spoke about it, Coach. Momentum. There's something to be said about it.
Like he was trying to hand off to Orlando Scott, and either Scott wasn't ready for it or Lovelock wasn't able to put it in there properly. It popped up into the air.
It looked like Elise came up with the ball, and here we go. We got a ball game in our hands right now.
Elise is making plays out there. Inside backer from Arundel High School, Bobby Patilia. He's having a good day thus far. Now we're going to find a little what's happening with this offense again for this Baltimore team. See if they keep this
four wides in the set from the 26.
Goes the wheel. He's up
near
down the sideline.
And it's got to be caught at the 5-yard line with a flag going down.
I tell you what, that was just a great catch. Great throw and catch.
That was Ronnie Harris.
I'll tell you, they work together well, don't they, Kenny?
Without a doubt.
I can't imagine what they would have been like against regular competition, huh?
I tell you what, I had the good fortune to watch those guys play, I think, twice this year. So, unfortunately, in their loss in the playoffs versus Old Mill. But just to watch Kosh and RJ go to work, it's just incredible to see two young men on this high school level just have the mesh and the gel that they've had all season long, the continuity.
Yeah, that's really special to see that, huh?
That'll be a 1st and goal, 5-yard line. Caution the shotgun once again. Straight drop back, throws towards the end zone. Man is there with the catch and a touchdown. Well, you guys said it. Caution's getting into a rhythm.
That could be dangerous.
Yeah, 21-13. Extra point makes it 21-14.
Ryan Dixon with the catch.
There's nothing like momentum, huh?
Yep.
It's just good to be on the right side of it. That's all.
Caution gets into that mode, and Coach Lucas, you said you've seen this before. He almost takes what he wants.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, I showed up at the Arundel Old Mill playoff game, and beginning of the third quarter, Arundel was down 40-27, but by the end of the third quarter, I think it was tied 40-40. Just unbelievable. He got hurt, went out for a play, came back, and just started throwing darts.
And the extra point is good. Makes it 21-14 in this 2009 Maryland Crab Bowl High School All-Star game. And the stars are certainly shining here at Johnny Unitas Stadium.
Well, that's the fun thing about an All-Star game, I think, Kate and Kenny. You have the white team coming out, Washington team dominating early, and all of a sudden, the Baltimore team has some great players. Now they're coming out and showing what they can do. So it's a great effort both ways.
Absolutely. It's just usually a matter of time. Again, I think this Baltimore team just really needed some time to settle down. Things didn't mesh early on. The quarterbacks both were struggling a little bit just from a timing perspective, but now they're starting to get the rhythm. Billy's in. He's hit R.J. Harris a few times. He's thrown to a few other receivers as well. So as you can see, their timing as a whole is really starting to improve.
That's the big thing with the run and shoot offense like that. You just have to keep on pitching it, and eventually it's going to start working for you. This is a big series on both ends right now with the score 21-14. The Washington team has to get some offense going.
Absolutely.
And if the Baltimore team can stop them, there's plenty of time for get the ball back in Billy Kosh's hands and make something happen again.
Hey, Billy Kosh doesn't need long.
Beef and Shepard back to receive the kick of Alex Edcart. And the kick is away. End over end comes in near side. Khalid Shepard. It takes that to 16-yard line. Looks to go up the middle. Now turns to the outside and gets hit once, twice, still on his feet. Crosses midfield. He got an extra 11 yards after he got hit.
I'll tell you,
he's
a special player, isn't he?
Absolutely.
But again, just like his dad. I mean, I actually coached Leslie in 2 All-Star games. I had him in the Big 33 game in 1987. Then again in 1991, there was a college All-Star game played here in the Washington, D.C. area. And he was on our side, and had a chance to coach him in that. And it was just wonderful to see him perform.
Absolutely, probably to see his progress over that 4-year period.
Absolutely, you're able to follow him all the way through it. His son just looks like a carbon copy of Leslie.
That's great.
Lock hands off. Marcus Coker goes off of right tackle, takes a few tackles for it, and then finally down after a gain of about 2.
I think that Baltimore defense is finding their mojo a little bit now.
Yep. 3:57 left to go in the half. 21-14 is our score. The Washington squad leads.
Yeah, now's the time for the offensive line to come through a little bit and try to take over the game.
But the Washington team really needs to sustain this ball here a little bit and eat up this clock a little bit. They put the ball back in the hands of the Baltimore team and could be trouble.
And it's going to be a handoff. Marcus Coker looking to go to the outside. One stiff arm, and a flag goes down. This might be an interesting call here.
It's like it might be a hold here, Nate.
Oh, we got another hold coming, huh?
Don't see too many of those in All-Star games typically. A few tonight.
Yeah, I think it's, the third hold of the evening, right? It's very unusual for an All-Star game.
That one was Javon Watts out of Calvert Hall. He's playing the center tonight.
You get a hold in an All-Star game, must really be a hold.
Yeah. It's like the referees don't want to call it, but
at some point,
like that page in the rule book is jumping out at you.
You got to maintain the integrity of the game, All-Star game or not. You really want to maintain, and you want it to look like football.
Now, this is a big call here, right here, 2nd down and about 20, huh?
4 wides in the set, Lovelock in the shotgun. There's Brian Lucas to his right. Straight drop back, throws near side with the man there and the catch, and down he goes running at that quick slant. Number 17, Mitchell Pollard out of Springbrook.
Yeah, that was a great throw and catch that time by the quarterback and receiver. Just great execution.
Yeah, the timing was there. It looked like they did that all year.
Jerry Lovelock from Edmondson.
Yep.
Great throw by that young man.
The Washington squad won this game last year 32-21. 3 touchdowns for Caleb Porzell. 21-14 here, Lovelock. Going the same way, throws to Veith down the sideline, and he turns into 30, still on his feet, and falls forward down to the 22, and they're going to mark it at 24.
It's another great timing route by the Washington team there between the quarterback and receiver. You can tell those guys definitely got some continuity going from their practices.
It's a great man beater. They took the number 2 receiver, ran him into the flat, and ran the number 1 receiver down the sidelines to open up the flat area. And, great ride, great timing, great throw.
It's tough to cover. Bringing Beath over this side now.
Here's 1-on-1 on this side, Kenny.
And Lovelock hands off, going to Brian Lucas, and he's dropped. Maybe might be dropped for a loss. Looks like it was Willie Williams making a stop.
There's Lucas just trying to make a play there. At some point, just go straight ahead, go north and south, and get what you can. Looks like he just lost his footing there a little bit.
I'll tell you what was open, though, Kenny. If he fakes it and comes back on the backside right here, there was no one there had he done that. Be interesting to see if he come back to something like that.
Absolutely.
Stay tuned at the half. We're expecting more commitments from the players in this game. Lovelock hands off. Marcus Coker slashes forward and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage down around the 24-yard line. taken down by number 42, Andre Moore out of St. John's.
See, Andre Moore's had a great career over there at St. John's High School. You know, Coach McGregor had a chance to see him for the last 3 or 4 years, unfortunately. So you're happy to see him leaving.
Oh, I'll tell you, Kenny, Andre Monroe was absolutely outstanding. He was the type of kid at times you just couldn't block. Did a great job for Coach Patterson in St. John's. Just a hard-nosed, tough, always around the football. And he also played offense for him. You know, he never came off the field, so it's a real tribute to the kind of young man he is.
I tell you, it's fun to kind of watch kids like that. Ironically enough, I saw him play as an 8th grader about 4 years ago, and I tell you what, he was a good player then. He's only better now. He did a great job as he progressed through the youth circuit, and he got himself over at St. John's High School, and he's had a great career over there. We wish him nothing but the best of luck.
Absolutely. I know he'll have a great career for Coach Friedgen up University of Maryland. There's no doubt on that.
Absolutely.
We're in the midst of a timeout right now. 1:16 left to go in the half. 21-14 is the score. You're listening and, of course, watching the Maryland Crab Bowl right here on U.S. Sports Radio. Nate Lewis along with Annapolis area Christian coach Kenny Lucas, the Mather head football coach Bill McGregor.
All right, Coach Lucas, as a former quarterback, what do you like right here on third and about 11?
Like a little smash route right here, Coach, to be honest with you. They're playing tight man here. Little smash route.
Got 4
Look
wide
for the corner route.
Lovelock back to pass, rolls out of the pocket, throws, and has a man there, but one hops it over to Veith. That'll be 4th down.
That was like in a smash there. They had a version of it, but not quite.
Almost. Yeah, it looks like he had a lot of running room there too, Kenny.
Yeah, I agree. I think he could have tucked it right and probably gotten very close to the first down mark himself.
Yep.
Still like that zone read out of the quarterback you alluded to a few plays ago. I think he's one-on-one if he keeps that ball.
Right. That's a tough thing for that backside backer to play that, especially with the kind of athletes we have in today's game.
Well, Carpenter's going to try a 42-yard field goal here. Andrew Veith with the hold. And ball far side hash mark. And the kick is away. This one, if it makes, is going to just make it, and he does.
Good job.
24-14 to score on the 42-yarder from Carpenter.
It's a great job. 42-yard field goal anytime is a heck of a kick in high school.
Without a doubt. Just keeping that momentum going for that Washington team over there.
Right.
You got a young man in Michael Brandover who might be playing in this game, hopefully.
Well, I'll tell you, Nate. Now he is really special. I think at one time he put 34 kickoffs in a row into the end zone. Yeah, he's a heck of a kicker, and I expect him to have a lot of offers here coming up shortly.
Anytime you have a kicker of that caliber on a high school level, they're a weapon. And I think, Coach, you alluded to it early. You know, on the high school level, a lot of times people don't take special teams as serious as I believe they probably should. When you have a young man that can kick the ball that consistently, he certainly becomes a part of your offensive threat, if you will.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like being able to kick the ball. But I'll tell you who was special was you in the old days at Gonzaga with your kickoff return. I think no one feared your kickoff return any more than we did. And you brought so many back against us. Yeah, I think that's the reason why I started switching to the Grecian formula, you know.
I guess I'll just say thank you, Coach. No, you know what? It had nothing to do with me and my staff, but with the young men that we have. Douglas Dutch, we had a couple other kids, Torian Marshall, the kids that were back there just did a great job.
Carpenter's kick goes over to the far side, the 20-yard line. Will be taken by Ayers. He'll come in to the near side, cuts it back to the outside, hits one guy, and gets hit by the second and the third, and finally down at the 37-yard line. So 45 seconds left, Baltimore will have another shot at it.
Yeah, that Dunbar High School team, Dunbar, has put out a lot of good players, haven't they? Tommy Polly, just to name one guy offhand. I know they've done a great job and great success over the years.
Well, they had a pretty good running back last year too, right?
That's right.
Who's at West Virginia right now?
Tavon.
Yep.
And back to pass, Kosh throws near side towards the sideline, and it's going to be picked off. Lewis Young got his hands on the ball, and they're going to call it Washington football. What a play by Young.
Wow.
There's a flag down.
Uh-oh.
But it's going to be a hold against the Baltimore squad. The Washington squad will deny that one, and another great play by number 1.
I'd like to see that one on instant replay.
That's a great play by Lewis, huh?
Can ask for better coverage than that. I think that ball might have been intended for R.J. Harris. It looked like he let up on it a little bit right near the very end, and Lewis just stayed after it and made a big play.
Yeah, that's important of playing the whole play all the way through the whistle, and Lewis did exactly that to come up with the key interception. It's going to be interesting right now. We got 38 seconds and pretty good field position.
Rudy Johnson back as quarterback now for the Washington squad at the 48-yard line. Back to pass, throws middle, has a man there in beef with a catch. Now he lost the ball down to the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you, it was a great throw. The throw was right on target. It's just a little, maybe a little bit high, but yeah, he was wide open coming down the seam there, down the middle of the field.
That Manuel Gabor on the coverage. Did a great job in staying with it. Good breakup. It would have been a heck of a catch had he been able to hang on to it.
Yeah, it would have been.
That was going to make it a 2nd down and 10. Ball sitting just outside the 47-yard line of the Baltimore squad. E.J. Scott comes in near side. To the far, Mitchell Pollard, along with Beef in the slot.
Got a trips formation to the right, Kenny. 1-1 coverage back over here. Here we go. Screen.
Johnson, screen coming in near side, is going to go to Shepard. He lost the handle, knocked away, and it goes out of bounds. Getting his hands on the ball is Nick Forbes out of Thomas Johnson. And with 22 seconds left, it'll be 3rd down.
Shepard loved to have that one back again. He had a few guys in front of him.
He definitely had that sidelines. It was well set up, too, with the formation with trips to the right and single set back this way and throwing the screen back to the single set, especially in man coverage like that.
Absolutely.
Well, a big play here with 22 seconds left. E.J. Scott comes in near side. In the slot, Devin Good. Johnson back to pass, looking far side, now rolls out. In trouble, flag goes down. Pointing out direction, and there's going to be another flag down as a receiver gets knocked down long before the ball gets there. So take your pick on penalties.
But the last one was definitely a pass interference.
Yeah.
No doubt about that one. I'm not sure what the previous flag was.
Oh, where it's thrown, and maybe that old-fashioned holding penalty, huh?
It might be 2 in the secondary over there. The last one was DB definitely got in there just a little bit early. This might be offsetting penalties here. Yes, sir.
So it'll be a do-over.
12 seconds.
So what do you do here if you're Washington? Take another shot at the end zone?
I think you can run one more play after this, to be honest with you, Nate. I think you can get one here, try to get half of it, and then you take a shot on the next play.
2 receivers near, too far. It'll be Johnson in the shotgun, straight drop back, steps, once again run out of the pocket. Throws, has a man there, and it will be, they're going to say it's caught.
Timeout.
It's caught by Mitchell Pollard with 4 seconds left at the 30-yard line. What a diving catch by Pollard.
That was a great catch, wasn't it, Kenny?
Absolutely. Great throw and great catch.
Oh, he might have a chance for another field goal maybe, huh?
Yeah.
47-yarder.
Hey, give him a shot. It's an all-star game. No rush, no pressure.
Well, here he comes. Carpenter comes out, and it's going to be a timeout called. Yeah, this is fun.
Absolutely. Hey, give them a shot. They're up 10 points right now. What do they have to lose? I had not to brag about my own guys, but I thought I had a pretty special young man this year, holding down that responsibility as our kicker as well.
Oh, you won a championship. Go ahead.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, almost forgot. But no, our kicker had a pretty good season this year. He kicked the 41-yarder for longer, actually, this season as well, but just a special young man. So I'm sure this team relishes on this kid's ability as well. It's up.
47 yards. The kick is up, and it's going to be just short. And it's going to be taken by Kevin Johnson, and he thought about running it out, and he does run it out. Yeah, blocking the back as he reverses his field. Deputy Duda's out to the sideline, but there's going to be a block in the back here as he decides to run it out.
It wasn't a bad thought.
It was a good thought. Exciting way to end the half, huh?
Absolutely. Hey, all-star games, you can do that stuff. Regular season, he might have to see his coach on the sideline after that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many of your old teams do that, Kenny, huh?
Nah, that'll get your hair standing up a little bit. If I had any.
Well, they're going to call it the quarter, so we're at the half. 24-14 is our score. As once again, the Washington squad's on top of the Baltimore squad. But again, as it is an all-star game, coaches, we're seeing some stars shining.
Yeah, we really are. I think it's a great all-star game. Great, two pretty evenly matched teams, even though the score is 24-14. And I really look forward here to the second half.
Yeah, I agree with you, Coach. It was a great first half. I think that Baltimore team, unfortunately, got started off a little bit slow offensively. The defense for the Washington team came out, got a few picks, a few big stops defensively, and, gave themselves an edge. So it's going to be a great second half.
And we'll be back with second half action right here. And go more announcements as where to these young men will be attending colleges so their parents can't pay tuition for 4 years. 24-14 is our score as the Washington squad leads. This is the Maryland Crab Bowl on U.S. Sports Radio.
Cool sports and talk. U.S. Sports Radio.
Back out again, Johnny Unitas Stadium, Minigan Field, as this 2009 Maryland Crab Bowl gets ready to hit its second half. The Washington squad leads 24-14 over the Baltimore squad. Putting on the surge, the Baltimore squad is late in that first half. Once again, Nate Lewis along with DeMatha head football coach Bill McGregor and Annapolis area Christian coach Kenny Lucas. And guys, well, the first half, obviously, I don't know if you necessarily call this a typical all-star game in here because there's certainly some special stars in this game here. In that first quarter, Coach McGregor, it looked like the Washington squad really just simply wanted it more, or they just simply be a little bit more in sync. Maybe they had a little bit better week of practice, but with Billy Koch getting into a rhythm in that second quarter, they were able to make a comeback.
Yeah, they were, Nate. I thought the Washington team came out of the gate pretty strong. They had the 2 interceptions for touchdowns, which were really big. Then they had the big run to make it 21-0. But then Billy Koch caught on fire and directed 2 great scoring drives to make it 21-14, and then the field goal right here at the half for a 24-14 game. But I thought we saw a great first half, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen here in the second half.
Well, Coach Lucas, on the other side of the ball, the Baltimore squad, you got to feel good about yourself as far as what you did in that second quarter. You still got plenty of work ahead of you, both on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely. I think, as Coach and yourself also alluded to, Nate, Billy Koch really caught fire in the second quarter. So it's going to really come down to this Baltimore team's offense settling down, being patient, and just utilizing the talent that they have. We've talked multiple times about the DC team and the momentum that they established with those interceptions, and that's basically the difference, in my opinion, of this ball game. They came out and made some plays on the defense side of the ball, which I think took some of the pressure off of their offense and allowed them to come out on fire in the early part of the game. So it's going to be a very interesting second half.
And will be the Washington squad with the football. They'll be receiving as we get ready for this second half of play. Still a couple of players to declare their college choices, and we'll have that for you.
Nice, clear, brisk evening.
Yeah. With the emphasis on brisk.
Absolutely. Didn't know if you'd catch that or not.
I think we're pretty lucky, though, with the wind. I don't think it's really a factor in tonight's game, and it allows both quarterbacks, or all the quarterbacks, to throw in either direction fairly well.
Absolutely. I think it helps being down in this little bowl here right now. You just don't get much wind down there, as you alluded to, Coach, and it hasn't hampered either offense. Just a matter of those guys relaxing, settling down. And, we have a team full of good quarterbacks out here and certainly receivers for them to throw to, so it's going to be a great second half.
Yeah, I agree with you. What really makes it fun, too, is the man coverage. Now everybody's out on an island. Somebody has to make a play, and almost anything can happen on any given play.
That's right, man on man.
Alex Eckert will be kicking off for the Baltimore squad to start this second half. Let you know this second half, and of course the whole game being brought to you by Glory Days Grill. There are days and there are glory days. As again, all you folks listening to the audio cast, brought to you commercial free thanks to our good friends at Glory Days Grill. It'll be Veith and Shepard back to receive the kick. Eckert, the kick is away. Line drive coming near side. Shepard taking it at the 12-yard line. Looks for a little blocking up the middle. Cuts it to the outside, now reverses his field, and will go right into a pile of blue shirts down at the 35-yard line. So that's where the Washington squad will take over 1st and 10.
That's pretty good field position to begin the half here, Nate. And let's see what the Washington team comes out with.
And so it'll be Jerry Lovelock, the quarterback here, for starting the second half. Just underway, 11:51 left.
Looks like there's a little confusion as to who should be on the field, who shouldn't.
Yeah.
Huh?
Ezekiel is the wide receiver near side. And it'll be a handoff going to Brian Lucas. Cuts it to the outside, gives a stiff arm, looks to turn the corner. Does turn the corner. Tip downs down the sideline and gets out of bounds at the 40. Give him about 3 yards on the play, so it'll be about the 39-yard line. Looked like he ran out of real estate. All of a sudden he found something.
Well, that's a mark of a good running back, where he looks like he's shut down and still finds a way to pick up 4 or 5 yards, which he did on that play.
Got his shoulders turned back square to the line of scrimmage. He was able to get positive yardage out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Great effort.
Yeah, he's had a good night, Kenny, huh?
Absolutely,
He's a hard runner and has deceptive speed, I think, for a big guy.
You don't always find that size and speed, that combination.
2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 here to the near. Once again, it'll be Lucas cutting it to, no, it's going to be design run by Lovelock, who is able to get a yard.
Well, there's that play you talked about, Coach McGregor, a little bit.
Yeah, I was waiting for that, but I guess it didn't materialize as much as I thought would,
You just didn't see it when you saw it, that's all. It's still there.
Maybe back to the drawing board, Kenny, huh?
Hey, that's why we're up here tonight, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad I gave up the offensive play call a while back. Let Coach Bosch make those calls now.
How about that? Let him sweat a little bit at night, huh?
Right, exactly.
Well, the first big play of this half, 3rd down. Make it 3rd down at about 6 at the 41-yard line of Washington. Washington with the football. Lovelock back to pass. Steps, throws, has a man. It's going to be tipped up in the air and almost picked off. Kevin Johnson had his hands on it. It looked like E.J. Scott was going to run a stop and go. When he stopped, Lovelock got rid of the ball.
I'll tell you, that could have gone either way.
Absolutely.
Had he delivered the ball down the field, we had a touchdown for the Washington team. Had we caught the ball, we had a touchdown going back for the Baltimore team.
E.J. Scott got on the track and was moving.
It really was. That's a great stop and go ride, double move by E.J., huh?
In punt formation is Gerlin, and it is knocked down and finally rolls down. Short kick down at the 36-yard line, so that's where Baltimore will take over. So for Baltimore, the defense did the job. The offense here gets into the end zone, and we have even more of a ball game.
It was almost a tale of 2 halves there. You come out, the Baltimore defense had an opportunity to really set the tone in the second half, grab a pick and take it in the end zone, because had he caught it, there was no one even close to stopping him.
Exactly.
Marcus Snipes out of Meade, splits out to the far side.
Yeah, there's some talent there in Marcus Snipes.
Going to be a handoff, first back through, breaking a couple tackles, but finally dropped. It's number 32, Vince Snarski. And a quarterback, number 3, Connor Burns out of Loyola.
Well, we talked off air during halftime. We thought we'd see Connor in here early part of this 3rd quarter, and he's in right now. So let's hope this young man has a great 3rd quarter.
4 wides in the set. Connor on a design run, slashes forward, gets maybe a yard or 2 down to the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39. And now it's a 3rd down opportunity for the Baltimore squad.
Yeah. Connor's played for Brian Abbott up at Loyola. Boy, just had a great career up there, and Loyola had some great teams while he was quarterbacking for him.
Well, big 3rd down is going to be Burns in the shotgun. Straight drop back steps, throws far side, and it's going to be dropped. Maybe a quick screen. Looked like a bubble screen. It just kind of fell apart going for Snipes.
Yeah, he was trying to hit Marcus Snipes that time. I tell you what, speaking of Snipes, that kid has a lot of talent. Had the opportunity to coach against him early in the season in the scrimmage. At the time, he was at St. Francis High School out of Baltimore. Of course, he finished his high school career over at Fort Meade. But going back to, the youth days, it's funny to watch these young men really grow and mature. As I alluded to earlier, I too saw Marcus play as an 8th grader, and I tell you what, it's fun to watch these young men grow up and mature and get better. And he's done that over his last 4 years.
Eckert in punt formation, gets the snap. And the kick is away. Nice high spiral. There's going to be a fair catch called for and taken by Washington's Devin Good. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. So both teams playing these early possessions to a push. 9:06 left to go here in the third, 24-14. This is the 2009 Maryland Crab Bowl. Nate Lewis along with the Mather coach Bill McGregor, Annapolis area Christian coach Kenny Lucas. Here at Johnny Unitas Stadium, Minigan Field. How many months before kickoff, guys?
Come on, Nate. We just
kickoff. What's that?
I'm ready.
What's a kickoff?
We haven't even got to Christmas yet.
I don't play anymore. I'm ready.
We got to breathe a little bit.
Thanks, Nate. We know who our friends are, right, Coach?
Unbelievable, Kenny.
Whose side is he on anyway?
Back pass is going to be E.J. Scott with a catch
Nice
at the
move.
40-yard line, and we'll be down to gain about 9. Be taken down by Nathan Ayers.
Well, he came close to breaking that. He caught the slant coming inside and turned back outside on it and almost took it to the house.
That's a great move by a high school receiver there. You don't always see that from on this level. A kid has those type of instincts. It's obviously Coach Malloy and his staff did a great job coaching those young men up, and from what we've seen, obviously, they had a great year. It's all
absolutely.
paid off.
Absolutely, Kenny. EJ was a major force in that offensive machine that Coach had.
Taylor Henry as quarterback, back to pass, looks deep, throws deep, has a man there, a lot of contact, and flag's going to go down at the end of the play.
Oh, that should have been a no call.
Mitchell Pollard was the intended receiver.
It's only 15 yards, though.
Yeah, Nick Martin back there, and maybe they got the flag because Nick Martin really wasn't looking for the football.
Yeah, it's possible. Any kind of contact sometimes in the secondary, immediately assume the DB is the culprit.
They are a little
and I'm not biased either.
They're all little bandits, aren't they?
Now, what position did you play, Kenny?
Quarterback. Punter.
Spoken like a true deep baby. What do you think of that, Nate?
Yeah, they aren't seen until they got their hands on the ball,
That's right.
Well, it makes that field position that much better for the Washington squad right now to be 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 46-yard line. Here's Henry. And the handoff, first back through, it'll be Travis Thomas. Cuts to the outside, breaks a couple tackles, and is down. Should be enough for the first down to 35.
Great run by Travis. Again, he came real close to breaking it. Really hit the hole. Looked like a good speed back on that, huh?
Yeah, Travis came out of the Bowie High School program this year. I tell you what, they've been getting better and better over the last few years. That program is starting to turn around and certainly be a force in Prince George's County.
Yeah, Travis has good size, 6 feet, 195 pounds. That's with his acceleration, looked like a heck of a player here.
Yeah, I'd take him.
Absolutely.
So now it's going to be a 1st and 10 once again. Ball to the 36-yard line to give him the first down. Handoff coming here near side. And it's going to be down after a gain. Check, that's going to be a loss of about 2.
It's Josh Elise again coming up, number 14 from Dunbar.
He's been all over the defensive side of the field tonight.
Orlando Scott with the carry, and he dropped for a loss of 2 yards.
Here we go. We have a big 2nd and 12 play right here. 7:14 left here in the third quarter. Baltimore team has come up with a big stop here.
Back to pass, throwing far side, has a man there, but again, another miscommunication. The pass falls harmlessly to the ground at the 30-yard line. Henry. Receiver Paul Phillips out of Georgetown Prep.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to run the wheelwright again.
Yeah, absolutely. Quarterback had been just a little bit more patient. He might have had 6 points on the board. That's a tough route in this man coverage.
Yeah. All right, makes it 3rd down and 12 now. 7:02 left to go here in the third. 24-14 to score. The Washington squad leads. Henry in the shotgun. Straight drop back. Throws a quick flip. Scott's going to be almost picked off again. Great jump on the ball. Kevin Johnson, but he couldn't come up with it. The pass intended for E.J. Scott.
Tell you what, if Kevin had hung on to that football, he'd still be running right now. Nothing but green grass in front of him. That's 2 opportunities this Baltimore team has really missed. Give themselves a chance to get back into this ball game.
And truthfully, Kenny, that's the difference in the game. The Washington team caught those 2 passes where the Baltimore team dropped both of them.
Absolutely. You don't get those opportunities every down. You got to take advantage of them when they come.
Here's the. That was Lewis Young as he made it official to Stanford University. The punt is away. Coxon calls the fair catch at the 12-yard line.
Well, congratulations to Lewis and his family. Boy, what a great scholarship to go to Stanford University.
I agree, Coach. We were talking about that at halftime as well off air. Just a great opportunity for these young men, this Washington, D.C., Baltimore area to have scholarship offers and opportunities to go play on the West Coast, just all around the country. Again, a lot more colleges, I should say, are starting to come to this area because of the abundance of talent that we have. So definitely we applaud and congratulate Lewis right now and all those other young men that'll be playing on the next level very, very soon.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's kind of ironic. There's 2 commitments here tonight, and both of the kids are going to the West Coast.
Tell you what, playing in the sunshine all the time, it's got to be pretty
because
sweet.
USC gets all the big recruits in California, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
And back in the game, the quarterback. Nice throw down the side is going to be caught down the 40-yard line and down at the 45. Big play, big gain. It'll be Josh Bordner getting the pass complete to Matt Robinson for the Baltimore squad.
Yeah, Matt did a hitch and go down the sidelines. The corner bit on it. And he came free on the go route. And, great touch on the pass.
And the Baltimore squad once again going no huddle. Connor back to pass, looks. In trouble, down he goes, flag goes down. We'll have a sack and a hold.
Yeah, looks like Bobby Catfish, another DeMatha Stagg down here is pointing backwards saying the offensive line helped me. Tell you what, I like Bobby Catfish, Coach. You know I coach his older brother.
Yeah, I know you did.
They're just great. They're great kids. A little undersized, some people think, but they're just tough kids. And I love both of them. They had a heck of a job playing in high school. I know Bobby had a great career for you.
Yeah, Bobby really did, Ken. He was a 3-year starter for us on the varsity and just played with great enthusiasm, great hustle, great intensity, and just a real good guy to have on your team, great teammate.
Absolutely. As I alluded to, his big brother Nick Catfish played for me at Gonzaga High School just a few years ago, and Nick is not quite as heavy as his younger brother, but I tell you what, equally as talented. So
absolutely, yeah. I know we couldn't block Nick at times. Yeah, he was so tough, so quick off the ball.
Bordner in the shotgun, straight drop back, quick flip once again, trying to go for Robinson over his head, down to 45-yard line. And that's going to bring up third down on almost 25 now.
It's a tough call here, third down and 25.
Going to 4 wides in the set. Barton once again, shotgun. As Simonson to his left, to his right. There's going to be a handoff, Simonson, but he's caught in the backfield, and down he goes.
It's going to bring up third and long.
Calvin's dad is an assistant football coach at the University of Maryland.
Yeah, that's Christian Rose from McNamara.
Bishop McNamara. WCAC well represented this evening.
Yes, indeed.
It really is, yeah.
How about the program your former player Bryce Bevel's building over there?
Oh, Bryce doing a great job. Yeah, this past year they had a great season, and all they're doing is getting better. They have a great running back coming back in Hannibal Robinson, so I expect them to be outstanding again next year.
Well, third down and 24, straight drop back. Going from their side, pass is going to be caught, and they still have some work ahead of him. Does a receiver. He's down after gain of about 10, making 11 yards. Tedrick Morgan out of Meade once again. And that brings up fourth down.
Hey, another good throw by Bordner there. Connecting with his receiver. Unfortunately, was third and forever. So that's somewhere you got a third down call for that one, Coach.
Yeah. The hard part is the holding penalties, Kenny. They just put you right out of the ball game here.
I don't know if there's any play in the playbook that'll get you a first down in that situation, is there? L-U-C-K.
Alex Eckert in punt formation. And gets the punt away. Nice high spiral going over to the far side. This one's out of bounds right around the 20-yard line, so not the greatest punt. Depends on the spot. This is worse than we thought. It's going to be down at the 25, now to 30. Now making the 29-yard line. That's not going to impress the recruiters a whole lot.
Oh, it's tough, Nate. You know, it's a cold night. I'm sure the balls are a little bit hard right now, and yeah, I think it's a real tough night for the kicking game.
And as crazy as this sounds, aren't some of the punters better when there's a rush on?
I don't know if they're better. They're probably used to a little bit, maybe a little bit of comfort zone.
Yeah.
I just think it's a tough night to kick the ball.
Sure. Yeah, rush or no rush. It's below 30 degrees. Those muscles just aren't feeling quite the same.
Henry with a handoff to Brian Lucas. Cuts it to the outside, now back in. Gets about 4 yards on the play down to the 33-yard line. 4:38 left to go in the third.
These kids are playing hard down there tonight. Yep. Happy to see it.
Oh, they really are. You can tell it's an all-star game. They're taking a lot of pride in their each individual's performance here. Doing a great job.
That's one of the beauties of this game versus the round ball game. Nothing against basketball, but you have to go out here and play hard, because if not, you might get hurt, or your teammates might get hurt. So you got to come out and play hard each and every down.
Henry in the shotgun on the 2nd down and 6. Pumps, throws deep. Has a man there, and there's going to be some contact, but the ball falls harmlessly to the ground. It's going to be intended for Devin Good.
That's pretty good coverage by that time by the DB. I'm trying to get his
Delonte Tate.
Yeah. Delonte, yes.
Yeah, Delonte Tate of Stephen Decatur High School. Yeah, it was very good coverage. He had him all the way. Tried to give him a double move. He wouldn't bite on it. Just
didn't bite
just
at all.
hung right with him.
Good play.
And now the Washington squad facing a 3rd down. 3rd down at their own 33-yard line. And they go to the same set. Two wides to the near, one to the far. Henry in the shotgun, waiting on the snap, getting the snap. Steps up, throws, and again, pass that falls harmlessly to the ground to the far side, trying to go for number 17, Mitchell Pollard. That's 4th down. Now, we haven't mentioned a whole lot of the play of the DBs here tonight on both sides of the ball.
I mean, you have to take your hat off to these young men right now. They're doing a pretty good job. They probably have not played a lot of man coverage, all year long, probably here and there. I'm sure they've done some of it, but they have to do it each and every down. That's when the cream of the crop really rises to the top. And we're going to see here why some of these young men are all-stars and why we're going to see them playing on Saturdays next year.
In punt formation, Garland. And it's going to be caught by Kevin Johnson. Cuts to the outside, gets hit once, twice, down it goes. But decent field position once again for the Baltimore squad.
It's great field position right here, Nate.
Here comes Billy Kosh.
Uh-oh, here we go. Anything can happen with Billy in the ball game, I think,
I agree. It's like a lacrosse team when it's less than a minute face off, they can score quickly. That's what Kosh reminds me of, just rapid fire. If he gets his rhythm going, he can be tough to stop.
Of course, he has his favorite target out there, Ronnie Harris. He splits out here to the near side. And Matt Robinson in the slot. And 2 wides to the far side. Kosh gets the snap. Standizak with the carry. Cuts it to the outside. Turns. And that's Zwinak. Get about 5 yards on the run.
That was a real good hard run by the big guy.
Nittany Lions will be happy to have him next year.
Oh, absolutely. Larry Johnson did a great job recruiting
drop
him.
back, and he tries to throw the quick flip inside to Ronnie Harris. Ball's kind of low down below the knees. Look like a catchable ball from here.
Absolutely, I agree. I was going to say, he needs to make that catch. That's when you got to stop, grab the ball, then get what you can after the fact. But he kind of maintained his stride and just lost handle on it.
Again, 4 wides in the set, 3rd down. Kosh back to pass once again. Goes near side. Robinson there with the catch, turns at the 40 to the 39, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
That's right. They've gone to a number of times. Number 2 receiver on the pressure rod, and it's just really tough to stop versus man coverage.
This Matt Robinson's having a pretty good game here.
I'm not so sure he didn't play for a runner this year. The way he and Kosh are connecting tonight. Great timing.
1st down and 10 from the 37 of Washington. Pass going to go far side, and again, a little miscommunication. 2 receivers going inside, and Kosh throwing it to the outside.
Yeah, it looks like a mix-up. Looked like they wanted to run the wheel rod or break the wheel off, maybe, Kenny, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Put a deep comeback off it.
A little miscommunication.
Down 3:01 left and make it 2nd down and 10. Once again to Washington 37.
both wide receivers and the right are getting a pretty good cushion out there. Like they're bailing already.
Snap's going to be a pitch going to the outside. Zwinek goes up against the green, still on his feet, down to the 25. Taking tackles for it now for the first down, and down to the 21-yard line.
Dude, that's a pretty good call by that time by the offense there. Just they hadn't run that play all night long. Kosh checked out a couple plays. He's looking out, reading it, listening to his OC, and all of a sudden he makes a call. Zwinek had a great run.
Yeah, and the tough part, too, being in man coverage, running the DBs off. There's no run support, so you have to make the play right there.
Kosh once again back to pass, pumps, throws it to the end zone, has a man there, and dives for it, but can't come up with it. It's been Ronnie Harris was able to get a step on Titus Till, and just out of his reach.
Almost.
I'll tell you, that was close, wasn't it?
I tell you, with Kosh back there, I don't think it's a matter of if it's going to happen. It's more of a matter of when it's going to happen. Yep. He's going to hit you before long.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I really like about him, too. You know, he throws an incomplete pass, comes back right on the next down, puts the ball right on the money.
Short memory.
You can tell he's used to throwing the football.
Absolutely.
4 wides in the set, second down and 10. Handoff Zwinek, and he gets hit once behind the line of scrimmage, able to lean forward and maybe back to the line of scrimmage again.
All right, this is a big call right now on 3rd and 10, huh?
2:09 left. Kosh with the clock running. Straight drop back. Steps, looks, throws. Has a man there with the catch. Going to be Harris. Down to the 2. Does he go in? Touchdown, Baltimore.
Tell you what, he had 2 open receivers there. Of course, he went to his main guy, Ronnie Harris, but he also had his other favorite target of the night wide open, and Matt Robinson from Atherton. He hit his main guy and got in the end zone.
Yeah, I'll tell you what was really impressive with Kenny was the protection he had.
Absolutely.
He had a ton of time to sit back there and throw, wait until it came open and made the play. But I think that completion really goes to the offensive line. Great job up front.
I agree.
1:57 left. Snap is down. Kick is away, and Andy Johns makes it a 3-point ball game now. 24-21 Washington with 1 minute and 57 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Oh, we're in the fun part right now. We got a minute 57 left in the third quarter. We got a whole fourth quarter to go. We got a shootout going.
Absolutely.
And anything can happen from here on in.
Great patience by Kosh that time. Staying in the pocket, as you mentioned, Coach, and just threw the ball in the only place that his receiver could get it. That defensive back was all over Ronnie Harris that time, but he stuck with the ball, made a great catch, and got it into the end zone.
Yeah, what I really like, Kenny, is his pocket presence. I mean, he just feels so comfortable, looks so comfortable back there. He can sit back there, wait, and all of a sudden deliver. And it's a tribute to his receivers, too, because these guys really haven't played much together a week, and be able to put a pass offense what they have in here right now, and the completions he's had and the success he's had. I think it's been wonderful.
And focusing on Billy Kosh right now, is there anything right now out of what you guys seen tonight that's missing out of his game?
I can't find it, Nate. I don't know about you, Coach. If you see a weak spot, you let me know. But I tell you what, that young man is throwing the ball well. The one drawback to him might just be his running ability. I mean, not that he can't run, but that wasn't part of that run and shoot offense. He's a thrower, and that's just the bottom line. He could fit into a pro-style offense. He can fit into this run and shoot type offense. So he's going to have much success if they continue to throw the ball with him.
Eckert, the kick away. Shepard takes that to the 15-yard line, cuts to the outside, gets it wrapped up, and then take him forward down to the 37. And again, decent field position. Let's see if the Washington squad can answer back.
Not just to piggyback once more, just talking about Billy Kosh to finish that up. And actually I think he did run the ball this year. So as I say that, I started to think back a little bit. I think he had a substantial amount of yardage. He was either the leading or second leading rusher, I believe, on their offense this year. So the young man can run the ball. And I think as with a quarterback with his arm, if you can run the ball a few times with success, you're going to help your offense out that much more.
Yeah, I agree with you, Katie. It's my first time seeing Billy play, but I'm just so impressed by him.
Well, for the Washington squad, Rudy Johnson at the quarterback. It'll be first and 10 from the 37-yard line. Hands off. Far side going Travis Thomas up on his feet and just taking tackles with him, and we'll get about 7 yards down to the 43-yard line.
It looked like the stretch play from the two-back zone, two-back shotgun. Yeah, Travis runs hard. I think he's a good back and good speed once he turns the corner a little bit.
Baltimore team better make sure they don't give him a seam. They do. He's gone.
That's true.
They give him 6 yards on the run. 2nd down and 4 with the ball sitting at the 44-yard line. Again, Johnson in the shotgun. Hands off Thomas. Cuts back up against the grain, still on his feet, and may get enough for the first down. Down around the 47.
Those offensive linemen move out of his way. He may get a few more yards. He's pushing them.
Yeah. Just let him go.
That's right. Just fall down.
Right.
Let him run.
Thomas will come out. Brian Lucas will come in.
Oh, here's a big play right now. Third and 1.
3rd and 1. The ball sits at the 47.
The Washington team has really good field position right here. They need this first down.
Kareem Jones, the wide receiver here near side. Along with Paul Phillips. Going to be a handoff. It'll be Lucas. Turns the corner. Jumps over a player. Leans forward. Maybe got enough for the first down.
It's going to be pretty close over there. I think they may give him the benefit of the
Boy, what an effort, though, huh?
Absolutely.
He hurdles the DB, then lowers his shoulder, gets his shoulders going square upfield to pick up the first down. Great effort. But I tell you, I like him. He's having a great ball game here tonight, too.
Shows you why Damascus loved him so much. Just a great kid, great talent, and runs the ball very hard. And he looks like he's a kid that's going to get the tough yards for you when you need it.
Yeah, you love a back like that, don't you, Kenny?
Absolutely.
I love it.
Back we're talking about, sorry, Nate, is not playing with us tonight. Is Josh Furman out of Old Mill. It's been fun to see him playing this evening.
Well, 2 seconds left. This might do it for the quarter. Johnson's just going to walk away. And so the 3rd quarter in the books, and what has turned out to be an exciting Maryland Crab Bowl High School All-Star game. We come back with 4th quarter action in just a moment, and you're listening to the Crab Bowl on U.S. Sports Radio.
The radio home of champions, U.S. Sports Radio.
Back out again, Johnny Unitas Stadium, and the 4th quarter just underway. It will be Rudy Johnson, Washington team, hands off Lucas, and he gets stuffed in the line of scrimmage and driven back.
That's a great tackle right there by Christopher Nash from Harford.
Baltimore's defense really need to step up. They need to step up big this possession, not allow the Washington team to gain a first down, so they can put the ball back in the hands of their offense.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if they hold him right here, it puts the gunslinger back on the field again.
Yeah.
You never know what can happen.
The question will be, will Kosh be back under the helm?
Yeah.
Hey, Borton has had a pretty good night as well. He can step in and play just as well.
Well, he's an outstanding quarterback on his way to Boston College. You know he's going to be very, very good.
Here's Johnson rolling out of the pocket, gets wrapped up and dropped out of bounds. And the Baltimore squad, make that the Washington squad, they want a late flag. A flag for the late hit, but not happening.
That was Forrest Mason that time out of Frederick High School. Great job pursuing the quarterback and wrapping him up on the sideline.
I'll tell you, that's the thing about All-Star games that are really special, Kenny. There are so many good quarterbacks in tonight's game. It's a who's who. It's a pick 'em.
Oh, yeah, you take either one of these kids right now.
Oh, absolutely. And the other boy, Connor Burns, I think he throws the ball very, very well from Loyola. I mean, it's imagine having 3 quarterbacks like that on your team, huh?
I can't imagine that one, Coach.
That's unbelievable, huh?
There's Johnson back to pass, steps and will be dropped for a loss.
Who do you think it was that time on that pressure?
Has to be old number 14, right?
Yep.
Elise.
I tell you, he is so quick off the edge. You better be in a racehorse position, and you better be moving back on the snap. And if you get too much depth, he's going to come inside on you.
That's right. Good player. He's been taking some notes from his big brother. Had the opportunity to coach his big brother, Melvin Elise, in the U.S. Army All-American Bowl a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
He was a world of talent as well.
There you go. It's going to be pretty
Washington
good field
punt.
position.
Going to be Garland. And ends up at the 25-yard line for Kevin Johnson.
Well, here we go. Billy Kosh is
We're back.
This is big. You can tell the Washington team really respects him. They're playing a man-free coverage.
And back to pass. Kosh steps, throws, has a receiver there down at the 34-yard line.
It's
and it'll
going to
be
be fun.
Teldrick Morgan.
That's been money in the bank all night. 2 on a pressure out. Number 1 on the takeoff, 2 on the out. Just deliver the ball. It's a man beater.
It's the University of Michigan that will get Josh Furman's services next year.
University of
Yes,
Michigan.
as has just been announced.
All right, go Josh. Congratulations. to
Robinson
that young
on
man.
the quick flip inside from Kosh, and then he'll be dropped maybe at the line of scrimmage.
That was a good open field tackle by Troy Gloucester right there. Headed to West Virginia to play for Billy Stewart.
Well, big play here. 3rd down and 2. Ball sits at the 34-yard line of Baltimore. Baltimore with the ball. Kosh gets a play in from the sideline. Now calls it down the sideline into no huddle. 8:51 left to go in regulation. 24-21's the score. Kosh, straight drop back. Steps, looks, throws near side. Has a receiver there. Breaks one tackle. There's 35 to the 40. Crosses into midfield and knocked out of bounds. Late flag's going to go down.
You don't like to see that when they're coaching.
Marcus Snipes, and that was Michael Coley with the late hit.
Yeah, he clearly out of bounds.
Yeah, you
Mike
gotta be
got to
smart.
pull off on that one. Yeah, it's an extra 15. You
Absolutely.
can't make that kind of mistake right now at this point in the ball game.
No, you got to be smarter than that. Great throw and catch by the Baltimore team that time, just advancing the ball slowly but surely down the field. This is what Kosh has done all year long, just taking what the defense is giving him, being patient back there in the pocket that we spoke about multiple times, and just look at the range of receivers he's throwing the ball to as well. He's not just throwing to one guy.
That's so true. Yeah, he's mixing up really well.
8:30 left. Kosh once again shotgun, 4 wides in the set. Back to pass. Throws far side towards the end zone. Has a man there, Robinson, but led him way too far to the right. Robinson headed down towards the end zone. Lewis Young, the only one with a chance there. Ball out of bounds.
And just as I talk about Billy's patience,
Yeah.
he lets one go there, huh? That's okay. That's part of his game, though. I mean, you have to challenge the defense, obviously, loosen them up a little bit, take a shot at the end zone periodically, but he's made some plays this evening. His receivers are doing a great job getting open for him.
Yeah, I think they're going to come back now to that 2 on the out, that number 2 receiver on the pressure out. They ran the wheel that time. Here he goes.
Kosh with the flip. Zwinak turns it to the outside. Almost breaks the tackle, and the flag goes down at the end of the play. Could be a face mask here.
A fake mask or a late hold.
Oh, we got a hold. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a tough call.
Oh, geez, really is, huh? That's a lot of holds tonight, isn't it?
Oh, an injured player coming off the field here.
That's Robinson.
Oh, blocking the back. Okay, that's all right. Initially, I thought he said a hold. I'm saying, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, 10 yards is 10 yards, though, right, Coach? Going the wrong way if you're that offense right now.
Oh, yeah, right. It's a tough, 2nd down now, what, about 20?
Just about. 19.
Yeah, 19. This is your specialty, isn't it, Kenny? These 2nd and 19s.
Love them.
Yeah.
Third and 17s.
Let's play some games.
I wouldn't mind having number 10 back there. As he's back
absolutely.
to pass now. Steps, throws near side, has a receiver there, and drops the ball.
It would have picked
That
up by
was
10
Ronnie
on
Harris, yeah.
Yeah, he just took his eyes off him a little bit. He should have made sure the catch first and gotten a few extra yards after. He was trying to get those yards before he had the ball.
Yep.
But you can see here, Kosh is going to go to his guy when he needs some yardage.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Here we go again. 3rd down, 19. Ball sits at the 45-yard line of Washington. Kosh pitch. Zwinak A little bit of room to the outside. Cuts back, breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet. And we'll get about 12 to 15 yards of embankment. He's down to 30-yard line. 4th down.
I tell you what, he's in pretty good position here on 4th down. 4th and about 5, huh?
Got to like your opportunities. That was a great job by Zwinak getting the yards. He got that time. Just tucked the shoulders down and got the tough yards.
Christopher Pittensberger, good counsels down here near the Baltimore bench, right around the 45-yard line.
Yeah, you don't like to see that.
No, you hate to see anybody.
Well, they're able to get him up under his own power. But it looks like he's looking at either his left hand or left shoulder.
They're not walking him back to his sideline. Doesn't look real good.
Are they taking him in?
Yeah, there might be a wrist, a finger.
Yeah, I bet something might be dislocated right there.
Yeah,
You're not messing around with that.
Nope, taking him right towards the locker room.
Yep. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, wasting any time. Chris Pittsburgh, number 49.
Yeah, something's out of place.
We know back in the day they would just take it back in the tunnel and pop that thing right back in. Should it be dislocated?
Oh, here we go. It's a big play. 4th and 5, right? Ball game's on the line right here with 7:23.
Kosh in the shotgun. A little staggered count.
Oh, here we go. Coach.
And he says if that doesn't work, he's going to plan B right now.
Coach Markowitz signaling the play. Here we go. What does he like, Kenny?
Yeah, go with your play, Coach. Number 2
Two
receiver
and a half.
out.
Here we
Drop
go.
back, throws far side. Has a man there with the catch, and it's going to be close to a 1st down. The catch, Ryan Dixon, running a quick out, and Kosh put it right on the money.
Tough throw, tough catch.
That's a long throw, too, Kenny, from this hash all across field.
I agree.
You know, great pass, great rod. Big 1st down right here. Keep the drive alive, huh?
Tell you what, if that ball is thrown 1 yard short, that's 6 points going the other way.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a sign of a heck of a quarterback, though, who can put the ball on the money. They've overcame a 2nd down and 19. A real tribute to the Baltimore team here.
6:55 left. Kosh back at the 27-yard line. Throws deep, going for it all.
Touchdown.
Harris there, and he can't catch up to it. A little bit behind him, or more so, it looked like Harris kind of ran away from it.
I guarantee you Billy Kosh would like to have that one back again.
Yeah.
Ronnie Harris ran a nice route there, got himself a little bit clearance, and the ball was just slightly underthrown. You said it earlier, though, Coach. Billy Kosh has a short memory. He throws incomplete, comes right back, and he'll make a big play again soon.
There's that quick pitch over to Zwinak, and he'll be down after a gain of about 2.
Yeah, he's just like a shooter in basketball, Kenny, who has no conscience, huh? Just throw it up, and it's going to start going in sometime.
That's right, just a matter of time.
Here we go, 3rd down and 7 now. It's exciting, 6:22.
Yep, 24-21 to score. 3rd down and a long 7.
Let's take a look at the offensive line, see what kind of protection he gets this time.
Kosh back to pass, steps, goes towards the end zone. Man is there, going to be picked up into the air and almost picked off. Michael Coley had his hands on it.
It was almost a great play by Michael Coley that time. It still was a great play.
Intended for Teldrick Morgan.
He came off the he's playing the free safety back there and read it pretty well and came off and made the play.
And Mike was a two-way player for you this year, right, Coach? He did a heck of a job on the offensive side of the ball as well as a receiver.
Yeah, he did, Ken. He played both ways for us, and I thought had a great senior year and on his way to Cal Berkeley, and just really happy for him and his family. It's a great way to end it,
Had the opportunity to see that young man in the offseason, actually, in some training sessions we were doing, had a chance to see him and work him a little bit. I tell you what, just some world of talent. Nice young man, too, as well. So I certainly wish him and his family well.
I appreciate that. Yeah, Kenny. Yeah, he actually takes 2 means of public transportation every day to get to DeMatha. Leaves his house at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Unbelievable. And flight from Florida? Catching that red eye up every day.
Trying to get to school at 6 o'clock in the morning.
It's hard to do, that.
I'm trying to find my keys at 6 o'clock in the morning.
No, he's a great kid. We wish him well, that's for sure.
Yeah, Mike lives over in Northeast D.C.
Okay. Hey, obviously he cared about his education. He wanted to go play in a good program, and he persevered through all the adversity that he had to go through. Transportation wasn't going to stop him from getting a great education and have a great opportunity at DeMatha.
There is some kind of discussion going on right now.
Oh, let's see what's going on. Oh, it's Coach Thomas. He knows the rules of the game.
Pretty adamant about whatever he's complaining about.
Yep. Something must be happening.
Did he throw the red flag on the field?
I don't know what he's doing. Coach can do almost anything he wants. He's been around for so long, you know.
Absolutely. That's right. E.F. Hutton, when he speaks, you listen, right?
Yeah, in the old days, it was Jerry Mears out of Meade and John Harville out of Gaithersburg and Al Thomas out of Seneca Valley. They started all the All-Star games here, and the Big 33 game and everything else. I mean, they're
whatever it is, they've worked it out now. It's going to be a 3rd down and 7 with the ball at the 24-yard line. Kosh back to pass, steps, throws again towards the end zone, has Davis there, tipped up into the air, knocked around, and finally dropped. And then the finishing touch by Michael Coley as he knocks down Ronnie Harris.
Almost a good play by Ronnie Harris on the second effort, but there was Michael Coley once again finishing it up from his free safety spot. That's why he's back there. That's what he's been paid to do over there.
Yeah, you got to add a little assistance here. All right, here we go, 4th down, huh?
Looks like they're going to try to kick this one.
Go for the tie here, huh?
It's not a bad move.
Alex Eckert comes out, and this won't be easy, folks. It's going to be a 39, make it a 40-yard field goal.
Yeah, the other thing that's a little bit different, too, is the goalpost here in college. They're not as wide as the high school goalpost, so it's a little tougher kick, especially from the hash here.
And Nick Martin's got to hold that cold football. Eckhart with a ball near side hash mark, waiting on the snap. Snap is down. Kick is away. Line drive is going to be no good.
He had enough leg for it. He just pulled it left a little bit. You know, what these kickers have to understand is probably a little bit unusual for them, as we've talked about multiple times. No rush tonight.
Yeah.
But it's probably throwing off his time, and they're so used to going immediately. In essence, tonight he can really take a little bit more time and make sure he has a good hold and good snap. And
that was the point I was trying to make with the punters. Isn't there something a little different when you have that adrenaline of the fact that, you know, you either get your kick blocked or your holder knocked down or whatever?
Got to be. It's got to be. And I'm sure just subconsciously, you know, you're accustomed to one thing and you don't have that tonight, so it's probably throwing your rhythm off a little bit.
5:51 left. The Washington team takes over, leading 24-21. It's going to be a handoff. Austin Bailey, and he bangs forward, gets about a couple yards on that one.
Hey, you've spoken about players being taken into the tunnel and popping something back in place. It looks like instead of the tunnel, they took Pittsburgh into the ambulance there, right off the track, off the field, and looked like he has a sling or something on his arm. So he may have had something slightly dislocated. Doesn't appear to be too serious. But I don't think we're going to see him any longer this evening, unfortunately.
Yeah, he had a great career, good counsel, Kenny, just a hard-nosed, tough linebacker, always around the football.
I think he's heading to the locker room right now, so hopefully it's nothing too serious.
2nd down and 8. It's going to be Henry with the pass. It'll be complete to Mitchell Pollard. And he gets about another 3 yards on it, so here comes another 3rd down.
There's plenty of time left in this ball game if you're the Baltimore team here. Just get your defense to play well, get a stop, and put the ball back in the hands of the offense, and you should be in pretty good shape. You know, 4:50 and running here. That's a lot of time left in this ball game.
Yeah, there's plenty of time. This is a big play right here, though. They need the first down, need the clock a little bit.
Now it's going to be a 3rd down and 3 with the ball at the 30-yard line. Henry once again, the shotgun, 4 wides in the set. Straight drop back, steps up, and down he goes. Ball's down on the ground, and it may be recovered by the Baltimore squad at the 19-yard line of Washington. And it is.
Wow.
Boy, did Henry get popped by guess who?
Does his last name begin with an A?
Yes, indeed. 14, and he's
from Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah, and he's over on the sideline pumping his fist right now.
Josh Elise.
Well, I'll tell you, boy, what a game he is having, huh? At times he's just taking over, being a one-man show.
We better check under that helmet and make sure Big Brother's not playing down there tonight. Josh might not appreciate that, but hey, tell you what, it must run in the family. He's had a heck of a game tonight.
Kosh in the red zone, back to pass, throws near side, has a receiver there, and it'll be knocked down. Going after Robinson. Robinson back in the game now. Lewis Young with defense.
I think Billy Kosh is just used to throwing to those green helmets.
Yeah.
It's either Ronnie Harris or it's Matt Robinson. This is going to be an interesting possession here for Baltimore.
Second down, 10, 4:14 left. Kosh once again back to pass. Once again throws near side. That's going to be Zwinak with the catch on the screen. Down to breaks the tackle, 25 to the 10, and gets hit hard, dropped at the 7-yard line. It'll be first and goal. Let me guess, number 40 is hard to bring down.
Well, I tell you what, that's a new wrinkle we just saw for the first time tonight was Zwinak out of the backfield. Great call by the offense of the Baltimore team and great catch and run by Zwinak.
Boy, he's a load running the ball, and he's just a hard-nosed, tough kid.
Tough, smart kid. I don't know if you noticed, he decided to go down right near the end and not fight for a few extra yards once he had the first down.
Right, protect the ball, go down, and let's live for another down.
Smart play.
Good protection up front, too.
Kosh straight drop back, throws it to the end zone on the fade, and will not be able to get the ball over to Ryan Dixon. Michael Cawley there again.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but they're playing a lot. I think, Coach, you alluded to it briefly earlier, playing a little bit of man-free now. Not taking any chances.
Well, yeah, man-free is they played a whole lot of man-free the entire night, Kenny. It's just I just think they fear the deep ball there and trying to get some extra help here.
3:38 left. Kosh once again to pass, throws near side, has a receiver there, and Dixon, and he slips down. Probably a good thing he did because he kept trying to run. He would have got knocked down by Gloucester and friends.
Absolutely. Yeah, the problem with man-free down here, Coach, your free doesn't give you much help because he doesn't have as much real estate. He has a little less real estate to cover, but it's harder for him to get there.
Right, exactly.
Much quicker throw. See if they switch their defense up here a little bit.
Oh, here we go. Straight man coverage this time.
Yep.
Throw man up on a trips to the right.
Third goal at the 7. Kosh once again shotgun. Straight drop back. Steps. Throws towards the end zone. Knocked up. But it's going to be picked off. And coming the other way and down at the 12-yard line. How about that? This was a hands for a guy up front. Number 72, A.J. Bowman out of good counsel.
That was a heck of an interception there, guys.
Yeah, it's a big play with 2:58 left in the ball game here.
Tell you what, he stuck that big paw out there and pulled it in. I'd like to see that one all over again.
I'll tell you, AJ's a great athlete. Like I said earlier, he played defensive line, played linebacker for good counsel.
Wow.
And just a great motor and just an outstanding football player.
Making Coach Malloy proud out there, I'm sure.
I'm sure he is.
I don't know what Coach Malloy is coming back, Coach. You probably would know better than I, but losing a couple kids he's got playing tonight, he's got to be hurting a little bit.
Yeah, but I tell you, they're going to be pretty good. They get their whole offense back, so yeah, they're going to be a real good football team again next year.
The Washington team takes over as a flag goes down on the run. There's Lovelock into the quarterback.
You got to be careful here. There's still
Absolutely.
2:51.
Still a lot of time.
Yep.
Tell you what, that interception, while it hurts, it doesn't really hurt you because field position is going to be key here over these next several minutes.
Yep, 2:51. They're going to have the ball back half the distance to the goal here.
Well,
Be careful now.
Holding the call, and the ball's going to be back at the 6.
You got to protect the ball here if you're going to run it.
Okay, well, whistle blows, and I think the Baltimore team wanted to deny the penalty. It might be too late now.
Yeah, want to decline it.
That's
Yes,
what
they're
they're
arguing
yelling
about right now. Yeah, want to decline.
Yeah, you
want
want
the
to make
penalty.
the second down.
Yep.
Still first down. Still giving them 3 downs. I think the officials are buying this one.
First down at 15. So it's Lovelock in the shotgun. When he gets that ball, he's going to be at his 1-yard line. Going to hand off real quick, Thomas. Cuts it to the outside, a little bit of room. Breaks a tackle, and then be down at the 9-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, that was a 5-yard run, but a great effort, wasn't it? He should have been stopped for about a 4-yard loss. Boy, just kept on making things happen.
Baltimore calls a timeout. 2:36 left to go in regulation. 24-21 is the score. The DC team leads, and you're listening to the Maryland Crab Bowl on U.S. Sports Radio. 2 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in regulation. 24-21 is the score. Lovelock in the shotgun, second down and about 12. We'll hand off Thomas. He'll get caught behind the line of scrimmage, and down he goes.
So Andre Monroe, we spoke about him a little earlier in the night. He finally makes a play at a key time for their defense.
Andre's a quality defensive lineman. Not real tall, but just a great motor and great physical strength.
It looks like Baltimore calls another timeout. We'll keep it right here with 2:29 left. Nate Lewis, along with Annapolis area Christian coach Kenny Lucas, DeMatha head football coach Bill McGregor. Here, the 2009 Maryland Crab Bowl. Washington team looking to make it 2-0. But a lot of time left in this one.
Hey, we spoke about Andre Monroe briefly. I saw his coach Joe Patterson on my way up to the booth a little while ago. I'm sure he's going to be missing that young man come next year. He's had a great career down there at St. John's High School for him.
Yeah, there's no doubt on that, Kenny. I'll tell you this, boy. Any of the fans who came out to tonight's game have really seen a quality football game.
Yeah.
Considering only a week of practice, the weather conditions, the snow we've had, boy, just a hard-fought, great game.
Absolutely.
A real tribute to these kids and to the coaching staffs to put on a game like this.
Yeah, because it's tough. I mean, you basically have 4 days of practice.
Yep.
Had 5 days, a full week last week, except one of those days was media day, so no practice took place then. Then you had Tuesday through Friday come out and play a few days later.
Yeah, then a couple days off and then play the game, which is even tougher.
Absolutely.
But what a great game, great competitiveness and great energy and very good execution.
Lovelock shotgun, third down, 17, straight drop back steps, throws near side, man is there, but behind the receiver, Mitchell Pollard was open as the defensive back fell down.
All right, it's going to be big right now because here comes fourth down, and the Baltimore team's going to get one more shot at this. There's plenty of time with 2:22. Should be pretty good field position too, inside the 50. It looks like, huh?
Yeah, they'll have great field position. I think the question is who does the Baltimore team go with that quarterback? You've seen, Kosh, and a little bit more Kosh.
Yep.
They obviously have 3 good quality quarterbacks in there. So you got to wonder again who we're going to see. I think either of those kids can get it done.
Kick is away. It's going to be in the airs, lets it drop, and we'll continue to let it drop. And then it will be down at the 37-yard line. That's where it rolls to a stop. And then picked up by Coxon, who's going to be it's going to be a flag down here. As I'm not sure what the call is going to be on that one.
Yeah. The question is whether or not one of the return guys called for a fair catch.
Yeah.
Another kid decided to pick it up later. I don't recall seeing a hand up.
Yeah, I didn't see the hand up for the fair catch.
He just backed away from it.
That's what I thought.
The Ayers just let it go, and then it rolled down to the 37-yard line. Coxon just came out of nowhere. And
I never saw a hand in the air, and I think that's what's probably confusing these officials right now. They just saw the Baltimore team back away from the ball, but they probably assumed that it was a fair catch signal for it, but I don't think it was.
Yeah, I didn't see any type of fair catch signal. It looked like they were just back, like you say, Kenny, back away from the ball. And let's see I bet he weighs it off. No.
The illegal participation is going to be the call. So it's going to be Baltimore ball. Okay.
Explain it, Kenny. I'm not sure exactly what happened here.
Yeah, the only thing I can assume at this point is that they thought they saw a fair catch, and Baltimore decided to return it after making a fair catch signal. I don't recall seeing one made. That's the only thing I can infer at this point.
Now, what were they going to mark a penalty on this?
Well, they're going to probably take it back to the point in which the ball was touched by the return guy, and I'm not sure if they tack on penalty from that point.
Well, I got the word from up high from John, our video coordinator. It says that the Baltimore offense started running on the field as Coxon picked the ball up. So what you had was 19 guys on the field all at once.
Okay,
right?
too many people on the field. It makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense then. Okay, because the other one certainly did not. The other possibility we discussed definitely didn't make sense.
Well, here we go. We got 2 minutes left in the ball game. 24-21.
Not smart by that sideline there.
Yep, and Billy Kosh is going to remain the quarterback here. Try to get the first win here in the Maryland Crab Bowl for the Baltimore squad.
Still some discussion going on down here with these officials. I'm not so sure if they're convinced that they've made the right call.
Yeah, it's taking a long time to come up with a decision here, huh?
Yeah, that was a little odd.
Well, you can get a video presentation of this game here and all the drama that goes along with it by logging on to www.marylandcrabbowl.com. Get your DVD copy of the 2009 Maryland Crab Bowl, both the youth and, of course, this high school game.
I'll tell you what we might have to get is the Crab Bowl officials next year to get that instant replay, huh?
Took the thoughts right out of my right out of my mind,
That will
Coach.
settle all those disputes, huh?
Absolutely. Let's go to the videotape.
Give the coaches a red flag, let them throw a couple, and treat it like a pro game a little
That's
bit.
right. It's going to be an all-star game, make it an all-star game.
Sure, we'll have a lot of fun next year doing it.
Question is whether Nate will have us back up here with him, Coach.
That's true.
Wow.
I wouldn't back on that one. We're two tough cookies to put up with for 4 quarters, huh?
Can you guys throw those red flags from here?
Hey, you never know.
Oh, wait a minute now. They're going back a few more yards, huh?
Wow.
Jeez, a flip.
Huh. Yeah, I would love to hear an explanation of this call.
Yeah, that's
Both of them.
That's a major penalty on this, huh?
That is. Wow.
All right, so it's going to be a first down and 10. Baltimore at their own 22-yard line with 2 minutes left. Going to be a handoff on the reverse. Coming here near side and nicely defended, but cutting back up against the green. Get hit hard and drop after a gain of 5. There's Baltimore's Tedrick Morgan. And Ivan Tago out of Paint Branch knocking him down, but not before he gets, they're going to give him about 5 yards on the run. They're going to stay no huddle. 1:39 left. Kosh, straight drop back. Steps. Goes far side. Man is there. Is going to be with the catch out of bounds. It might be short to first down.
Yeah, he's short about a yard.
There's Harris.
Hey, 3rd and 1. You like those chances.
Most of all, he stops the clock.
Yeah, a minute 30 is plenty of time. Doesn't matter how many timeouts. I'm not quite sure if they only have 1 timeout remaining, possibly. I thought they called 2 in that last defensive possession.
Zwinick straight up the middle. Gets enough for the first down. That should stop the clock as well.
Well, he started it pretty quick, huh? The ball was set and gone.
Yep.
It's not wasting any time.
Kosh straight drop back once again. Throws near side. Has a receiver there with a sliding catch.
Tell you
That's
what,
gonna
that's
be
a
Robinson.
big-time throw there. It's a big-time throw there, guys.
It was great position, wasn't it? I mean, that ball was either caught or no one else is going to get to it. 104.
And Kosh once again on the second down. Throws near side. And the receiver's there with the catch turning and getting dropped for another first down. Here's the Baltimore squad marching right down the field. Tedrick Morgan with the catch.
Hey, this is Billy Ball right here.
I'll tell you, they need about maybe 30 more yards, 20 more yards for maybe possible field goal here. Here we go. He's wide
quick
open.
flip near side and out of bounds is Ryan Dixon now. Ball at the 40-yard line. 51 seconds left.
15 yards, I think, gives him a field goal, Kenny, huh?
Absolutely.
A good shot at one.
I don't think they're going field goal right here. It's an all-star game. They're going for the juggler. And this is Billy Ball. He's comfortable in this situation right here.
Flag goes down, throws near side. Pass going to be caught
I think they weren't set.
by Dixon, but this is going to be coming back. This one's going to go against Washington, apparently, and the Baltimore squad wants to wave it off.
Uh-oh, let's see what they're calling.
First down. Don't need that penalty.
Now you got Coach Thomas on the field on the far side trying to find out what's going on.
So you got to feel pretty good if you're the Baltimore team right now with Billy Kosh at the helm.
Yeah,
He's
43
been in this
seconds
situation
left.
all year long.
So it's Kosh in the shotgun. First down and 10, 35. Throws a screen near side. Zwinick breaks the tackle. Down to the 30-yard line. But cuts back up against green. Sideline. Knocked out of bounds and now inbounds at the 15. And now they're in field goal range. And quickly over the ball. Into the end zone. Flag goes down and it's going to be knocked down. Caught finally, but it's going to be a flag down. 21 seconds left. That's going to go against Washington.
Uh-oh, here we go. That's a big call, Nate, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. Now that ought to make it a first goal. No, it's going to be 1st and 10 outside the 10-yard line at 11. Well, 21 seconds left. Here's Kosh.
All right, here we go.
Back to pass. Throws it to the end zone. Man is there. Went behind Ronnie Harris. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, our MVPs in this 2009 Maryland Crab Bowl for Baltimore, Zach Zwinek, Washington, Lewis Young, and we're looking for to be deciding on the linemen.
I think they voted for co-MVPs there for the line.
Cool. Okay, Bowman and Elise. All right. Whistle blows on the incomplete pass.
Judges could not decide between Bowman and Elise.
Well, we're down to 12 seconds left in this one here, folks. 24-21's the score. It's going to be a 3rd down and 5. Kosh gets the play in from the sideline. Kosh has Zwinek to his right. Gets the snap. Hands off Zwinek. Gets hit once behind the line of scrimmage. Still on his feet. And down he goes. And the timeout's going to be called with 5 seconds left. And here comes number 18, Alex Eckhart, to try a field goal that'll be about 27 yards, guys.
Wow. Yeah, just about that, Nate.
And that will be to tie the ball game.
Now, do we have overtime in this?
Well, that's a good question.
I know in the youth club game we had no overtime, Kenny, so I'm not sure what's happening here, huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure either, guys. So we'll find out here in just a few seconds.
Well, whistle blows, coach, timeout's called.
Unfortunately, the rule sheet I have in my pocket here mentions nothing about overtime play, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
I hear, definitely going to try the field goal here.
Eckhart comes out, and this one will be a 27-yarder.
It's almost identical from the last one, I guess, Nate, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, it's a tough night to kick a field goal, too.
Alex Eckhart, who is undecided in his college choice, could make a case with a big kick here. Now, there's going to be no rush.
That's the beauty of it.
Nick Martin with the hold, and looks like the Washington squad is going to ice him.
They're going to freeze him. Yep.
As if it's not cold enough outside.
Yeah, let those toes get a little bit colder, huh?
Absolutely.
Oh, boy. That's
actually, in this case, they're allowing him to warm up a little bit more. He's been standing on the sideline. You want him to come in and just go kick right now from being cold.
That's the tough part about a kicker, though. I mean, the other guys at least run around, doing a little offense, a little defense, playing some downs, and he's on the sidelines all by himself most of the night, then is asked to come out and perform.
That's right. Hey, I'd take the chances right now. Hey, he's getting an opportunity to walk around a little bit, loosen up after having stood on the sidelines.
Oh, wait a minute
I think they're going to bring Billy Koch back in here and try to win this one.
Yeah, I think they're all excited. I think they're going for it right here. They're going for break.
Well, 4 seconds left.
Yeah, they're definitely going. Watch.
Maybe the rules say no overtime, and they figure, hey, we're going to win this thing or not.
Yeah, here we go.
All right, well.
Let's see what the Washington team, see if they see what's happening.
Very, very interesting.
So Billy Koch comes back out as the Baltimore squad is going to go for the win. 4 seconds left.
Wow.
You might want to keep your eyes on number 85 to the outside.
There's
Looks
a
like the Washington squad this time. Now they're going to try to ice Billy Koch here.
No, I think they didn't have the right person. They had no defensive lineman, I think, on
right.
They brought in all of their 42-inch plus vertical leapers. They decided to get them back off the field. Said we need some 300-pound rushers.
Yeah, let's put the real guys in the ball game. we got the ball game on the line now.
Where's the beef?
Got to have the beef.
Wow, this is an interesting move here by this Baltimore team.
I'll tell you, it's a great finish, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to love it.
This game is worth the 2-day wait.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah.
Coach Markowitz has just made the call, I believe, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep, here we go. Coach Thomas made his final call.
Well, why not have some fun? This is an all-star game. And
That's right.
You got your all-stars out there, huh?
Yeah, you have.
Absolutely. That's why they're getting paid the big bucks.
365 days. Oh, trips formation, trips.
Dixon here to the near
field.
side.
All straight man coverage.
Caution the shotgun. 4 seconds left in the ball game.
Wow.
And Kosh waiting on the snap.
He's trying to get a long
Snap is
count.
back. Back to pass. Throws to the end zone. Man is there. It goes over his head. And time has expired. The Baltimore squad wants a flag thrown. None to be seen. And the Washington squad wins the second straight Crab Bowl, 24-21 in dramatic fashion.
And let me just say a few words. I thought about a little earlier tonight. We're missing a dear friend of ours tonight who had the opportunity coaching the very first Maryland Crab Bowl, and Coach Nick Lynch from Suitland High School, and had the opportunity to coach in this game with him a year ago. We certainly, our prayers remain with his family, for the loss of him. We certainly miss him. He was a big part of this game being started.
Yeah, absolutely. Nick was a great man and did so many great things for the Suitland community and Suitland High School. Great man, great person, and great community leader.
Yeah, well, it certainly was a good one, folks, and, we can't wait till next year.
Oh, what a great game, huh? 24-21. You can't ask for anything better.
Awesome game.
Both teams played so well and so hard. Real tribute to Maryland football, I think.
Yeah, and a lot of folks didn't get a chance to see some of the great players. Obviously, Billy Kosh comes to mind here as well, but they certainly got an eyeful tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. Robbie Haverstein didn't play in the ball game, and a couple other guys didn't play. Imagine, I would love to see them, but just a great high school all-star game.
Well, as you see many of these players play on Saturdays and maybe beyond, of course, you'll keep in mind that you saw them here in the Maryland Crab Bowl. That'll do it for us here from Johnny Unitas Stadium, Minnigan Field in Towson, Maryland. Great job, fellas. Thank you very much.
You're
if you
welcome.
weren't
Thank
coaching
you.
during the football season, I might hire you to do that DeMatho games, all right?
Hey,
Thanks,
thank you, Nate. Enjoyed it.
You figure that out, all right?
It's been a lot of fun.
All right.
Absolutely. Good to see you, Coach.
All right, that's Coach Kenny Lucas of Annapolis Area Christian School, DeMatha head football coach Bill McGregor. I'm Nate Lewis. Good night, everybody, from Johnny Unitas Stadium, Minnigan Field in Towson, Maryland. 24-21 is our final score in this high school all-star game of the Maryland Crab Bowl, and you've been listening